Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I'm kind of a mess. How are we all doing today? Uh, Going through some comments, seeing a lot of shady comments come through. Uh, Hopefully, we can get some clarification on questions that you guys might have. It seems as though that needs to be done. Uh, Thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you for the likes. I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. I've been I've been allowed to. Hey, 20 people. That's quick. Thank you, guys. Uh, hey, Ray J. How you doing today? Grandma Barb, how you doing? Doing well. Cheryl Giddings, hello. Old Uncle Bill, 24. Hi. Good morning or good afternoon, rather. At least where I'm at. It's 12:15 in the afternoon here on the East Coast. Um I believe my channel's being throttled to some extent. I went and opened it up earlier today, and it says that there's no comments because my videos have been restricted. I go to my live studio, and it says that I have no restrictions. I don't know what the heck's going on. I can't even read when people are writing. Dear Cat, why isn't anyone protesting in D.C.? It looks like Hagerstown is full of squatters. That's your opinion, Shitter Cat. You have every right to have your opinion. We are on hold. We are holding the line here right now. We're trying to get us a new location to move to so that we can get people to come in. Checking in on Hagerstown. Glad to find you. All my other favors went to Kelly. Fully support both. Thank you, Krista Graves. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for being here. But Shooter, yeah, you're one of the ones that has been putting negative comments in my videos, and that's fine. But it's purely assumptions that you're making. You're not boots on the ground here at the Speedway. You don't know exactly what's going on. Uh, Things have changed somewhat, but we're still here. We're not giving up. You can call and say and speak however you choose. I'd appreciate it if you leave the negative comments out of my chat. I am not one for negative comments, and I will take them down. This channel is about positivity and keeping the people informed with what we're doing as a convoy still here in Hagerstown, Maryland. And if you believe that nothing's going on, well, that's your opinion. And like I said, if it's going to be negative, it just should not even be said. Like I say, if you don't have anything nice to say, then maybe just don't say anything at all. If you really want to know what's going on, why don't you come on down, check it out for yourself, and then you can make all the assumptions you want while you're here. Otherwise, we'll can't stream meeting. It's due to a security reason because we don't necessarily have security out here anymore. We do have people that are watching in on us. The PD in the local area is watching over us to some extent, but we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere by ourselves. Uh, so they're trying to keep, I guess you could say, the facade of who is here, meaning the faces of the people that are here. I'm allowed to go out and do anything that I want. I can live stream the meeting if I so choose to, but out of respect to the group here that is still here, we're down to about 40 people right now. To respect to the people that are here, uh, I choose to follow their requests. Uh, they told me that I can live stream if I so choose to, but this is the reason why they don't have us streaming right now, at least in the meetings. And yes, we did have a few people that went out to DC, and I didn't go out. I was planning on it, but I've been fighting with my YouTube all day. Uh, they're now telling me I'm eligible to monetize my channel, uh, but yet can barely even see any comments anymore. It's saying that my comments have been shut down because of restricted status or something to that effect on my YouTube channels. But yet everything's showing that it's clear. Uh, it's all kinds of crazy things are going on right now. It's only negative if you perceive it that way. Always take a positive. That's exactly what I do, York Stud Muffin. Uh, but there is such a thing as negative comment, and I choose that you guys not have to read negative comments. Good morning, Shelley. I choose that you guys not have to read negative comments from negative people because that's not what I'm about, and that's not why I'm here. I'm here for positivity and to uplift as much as I can and share all the info that I have. We had another meeting this morning. It was about an hour and a half long, uh, which was crazy to me because I've never been in an hour and a half meeting. But we all, uh, uh, thank you, Diana Cornell. Uh, but we all still have the same agenda. We're fighting the mandates. We're fighting for the freedom of our children and our children's children to be. The agenda is not changing. Uh, I was I would have gone, shooter. I would have gone to Cali. The only reason why I did not go is because God chose for me not to go, in my opinion. He gave me a job uh, 3 days before uh, money was available to make that trip. Uh, in case you don't know a little bit of my story, I've been 9 months without work. I've depleted all my finances, and it wasn't going to be a good thing for me to do. I turned in my 401k to have the cash given to me. That way I could go to California in the event that the money got here in time. Uh, that's all I'm doing, shooter. Uh, God gave me a job. The money should have been available to me because I turned it in 3 weeks ago. The money should have been available to me Tuesday or Wednesday, Monday even of last week, or just past Monday. Yeah, no, the Monday before. So yeah, like 9 days ago, that money should have been available to me. It was held. Mm, God knows why. I don't. Uh, Instead, I was uh, called Friday afternoon. I had done a live stream with Charlotte of ZNN of Zot, and I had explained to those of you that have been following me through her chat, through her streams, before I started my own live stream. But I explained to you guys that there was a good chance I was going to have to be going back to Texas because my finances were done. I had nothing else. There was nothing that I had that would allow me to continue to stay here and do what I needed to be doing here, as far as I'm concerned, with the fighting and fighting against DC and doing the things that uh, we've been needing to do. So, in retrospect, uh, 30 minutes after making that live stream on ZNN, 30 minutes after making that live stream on ZNN, or on Zot, I was sitting in my truck and I had to go to the restroom. So I got up and I went to the potty and I came back. And whenever I got back, there was a voicemail left on my phone. I answered the voicemail or listened to the voicemail. Voicemail told me that this particular company uh, was really interested after seeing my resume and wanted to know if I was willing to come in for an interview. And he said, please call me back to speak. And so I called him. Uh, he pretty much hired me over the phone, asked me to come in and do a Friday interview. I go in for the Friday interview 2 days later, or two questions later. He only asked me two questions. 2 questions later, he hired me on the spot. Uh, that was God. That wasn't me. That wasn't him. That wasn't anything else. That was God doing what He does. And so I decided after the interview, I was coming back to the Speedway and I was going to spend the weekend up to Monday evening, which I had to report to work Tuesday morning. I came out, I spent Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I was going to go back Monday night. They got me a hotel room. I went and took me a nice hot shower, got nice and clean, even took one the next morning, got ready for work, went in for work, started my orientation, did all that stuff. Well, that morning when I got up for my orientation meeting, with this new company for whom I'm now working. Hey, Cat Reynolds, how you doing? Uh, that money came in. It was made available to me, my 401k that I had turned in. That was like God telling me, no, you're going to stay here. I'm giving you a job. Now you're going to have finances to continue to go out and support the convoy until you start making money with the company that you're working for. Now, these are the things. Did I live in Bryan, Texas? No. Houston and South Texas, Aransas Pass, Corpus Christi area. I lived in Aransas Pass as a young child. I've been back there visiting. I have family still there, Aransas Pass, Ingleside. And what's up, Uncle Deuce? And I'm Uncle Deuce. Just so you know, I'm kind of in here. Uh, I'm not going to say it's a bitch session or a rant and rave or anything like that. It's just that I've been reading comments on some of the videos now that I've actually been able to get to them again. But I'm having to jump through hoops just to go read my comments. Some of them are telling me they're not available. So anyway, I came in here. Good morning, love God, love freedom. Welcome back. Thanks for being here, PJC. The Haggard secrecy is it welcoming, which causes many to avoid being present. Those that would be heading that way to support won't show. That's a good possibility, PJC. But a lot of the people that have stated that they want to come and help support have been told in advance that we are trying to do a relocation at this point because we're supposed to be off the speedway by the 7th. I don't know that the speedway is still mandating that we leave by the 7th. I think what the speedway is saying is we don't want one. You're allowed to hold the line where you are right now, but if it gets any larger, we're going to have to ask you to leave kind of attitude is what I'm seeing. So the people that are here leading right now are out on the daily uh, trying to find a new location to move to. At which point, those that are waiting in the arrears, I guess you could say, are wanting to come and join us, and they'll probably be joining us as soon as they possibly can. Now, that's my best guess because I can't speak for the other people. I can't speak for the other convoys. I can't speak for anybody other than myself and what I see with boots on the ground right here at the Speedway right now. Where are the other convoys that were showing up Thursday? Shooter, you just heard my explanation to that. So yeah, it's kind of everybody's kind of in hold right now until we can get our new location. For the simple fact, the Speedway has requested us to maintain the capacity that we have right now. If we are to grow, they would have to ask us to leave immediately. That's where that comes in. So I needed breakfast. Chat drive, chat drive for Charlotte. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. The reason why I wanted to get online with you guys was because it looks like my YouTube's being throttled. Uh, I don't know how else to explain it. If I'm unable to read the comments because it says they're in restricted mode, but yet I go to my channel and it says I'm totally unrestricted. So yeah, I mean, what can I do, right? Uh, so I'm coming out and letting you guys know if you're writing comments and stuff like that today, right now, it appears that I'm unable to read them. And it appears that I'm able to read those that were posted previously to today. I was informed first thing this morning when I woke up by email from YouTube that I'm eligible for monetization, but they're throttling me and not allowing me to do the setup that they request in order to, you know what, Uncle Bill, I hadn't thought about that. That might be a good idea. Well, you guys know that I'm having a hard time linking into my laptop right now since I downloaded YouTube into my laptop. For 2 years that I've had this computer, never once was I turned down for an incorrect password. And now it happens anytime I try to log in, minimum 10 to 12 times. It tells me wrong password, but it doesn't give me a limitation to putting the password back in. So I can hit the OK button, put the password right back in. Sometimes it links, most times it does not. I have to go through the process of restarting, rebooting, turning off, turning back on, hitting the escape button as it's turning on, doing all kinds of funky, crazy, stupid stuff for God only knows why, as well as YouTube, I'm sure. But that's what it makes me do. So every time I restart the computer, like I just restarted the computer a minute ago, well, a while ago, and it took me 18 tries to get in. I counted just so that I can come on and tell you guys. 18 tries, but yet it's the exact same password I put in every time when it finally allows me access. Why it's doing that, I do not know. And this computer has been off and on several times. Restarts, complete shutdowns to restarts, hitting the restart, like a reboot kind of thing. And yeah, apparently Summer Blossom, good morning. How are you doing today, young lady? That's an assumption, but yes, that's the way I feel. Uh, yeah, uh, Diana, thank you for that comment. And yes, I want that exposed. The other ones, maybe not. Summer, maybe go up and through and check some of the comments that have been made. Tim Avery, good afternoon. Warriors Evil is trying very hard to stop the truth from coming out. Remember, God is with us. Yes, He is, and that's why I'm here. I'm not trying to be a keyboard warrior. You guys are looking at me by my face. Uh, it's not like as if I'm trying to sit back in somebody's chat and say crazy things, uninformed. Again, to start with the misinformation, you people have opinions, but if you don't have anything good to say, please keep it to yourself, in my opinion. And this is my live chat. And I do have moderators that are well equipped and are very well aware of my choice here, which is no negativity in my live chat. So those of you that want to write negative stuff, just know that there are a couple of moderators now in chat, at least one that I saw for sure, and I'm assuming somebody else is going to be there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to express that. Uh, Mirko, whatever, dude, whatever. Thank you, Shelly, for that comment. Make sure all updates are installed on that. Yeah, I've gone through so much of that crap. It's unreal, York Stud Muffin. But thank you for bringing that up because yeah, I mean, I've installed things. I don't like to put things on my phone because now my phone is linked to my computer per se. At least that's what they're telling me. Uh, YouTube did make me use a Gmail account for Frankie Bobby. I was using a Yahoo account. My Yahoo account is still running. So, guys, anybody that wants to contact me via email, it still is. I'll type it here in chat real quick. And that will not change even though I had to open up this exact same screen name, but instead of at Yahoo, it had to be at Gmail. It was forced upon me, not by request. But when they tell you that they can't access you because you're using a Yahoo as opposed to, I thought they were all interlinked. I mean, people are, the idiocy is insane. It's just Gmail trying to put everybody in one group so that they can keep throttling them and watching what they're doing and stuff like that. I mean, they're, it's almost like stereotyping, if you ask me, making us all go to Gmail. I mean, why are the other accounts open and usable, but they expect you or mandate that you use Gmail in order to be a part of their group? I mean, that says a whole lot in itself. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but there's race cars out there practicing right now, uh, running around the running laps around the track. The convoy has moved on. Why watch this clown, dude? You're the clown just for being here and making comment. And so we'll see you at a later date. Freedom is for all, red and yellow, black and white. We are all God's children. Very true. Jeannie Shannon, hello, good morning. Uh, but we're in Virginia and it's afternoon, so good afternoon. Haha, just kidding. Go home. Tour is not a convoy. Oh, okay. I understand now. The go home tour is not a convoy. They're going to fight in a different state. Our convoy is still here. There's still people out walking around. We're still camped out. Uh, we're all still flying our flags. There's our convoy escort. Yeah, we're still here, guys. I don't know why you guys are thinking that we're gone. Uh, yeah, they're very tough on me over here, Uncle Deuce. I would like to not have to use them. Uh, the only reason why I'm conceding to their mandates per se is to get the word out, to be able to talk to you guys, to be able to share with y'all what's going on around here, to be able to do the things that we've started doing. And if they're gonna make us do what they request, uh, I mean, I'm willing to do it up to the point that uh, I want to get the live content out. I want to be able to come out here and speak with you guys. You guys are dependent upon the few of us, couple of us that are still here, and y'all want to know what's going on, and I want to be able to be here as often as possible to keep you guys informed on what is going on around here. Yeah, we have problems with security right now. Yeah, we have this. Yeah, we have that. But we also have God behind us. Every meeting that we attend, we pray. Every meeting that we attend, we say the Pledge of Allegiance. We are freedom fighters, whether people want to believe that or not. At least in my opinion, everyone is free to choose and think the way they so choose. But I mean, I'm here. I'm boots on the ground. I'm not going anywhere. I will continue to come back. I might have to go to work 5 days out of the week, but the other 2 days, I'm definitely going to be here 48 straight hours. Doesn't mean I'm going to be live streaming the whole time because there's a lot going on around here. We're putting a lot of the uh, stuff that was donated to us, we're trying to sort through it because on the quick move that they made the other day to move everything back up here on the back side of the back 40, they just kind of shoved everything into the trailer as quick as possible to get it all cleaned up. And as the owners told us, the area which we occupied after being out front, coming to the middle, and now all the way back here in the back 40, every time we leave those locations, because we had the whole speedway except for the racetracks themselves, but we had the whole speedway. And they said that this is the cleanest they've ever seen their property ever in their lives, and they've owned it for quite some time. That's what we do. We're not here to make a mess. We're not here to create chaos or endure havoc. We're here as human people wanting to fight for our freedoms, for our children's freedoms, and for everything that comes after that. Grandchildren, great grandchildren, for those of us that are of age. And for my children, it would be their grandchildren. You know what I mean? And that's why we're here. Hello, Jack Jackerson. I've seen you here before, and welcome from Australia. Uh, I appreciate you being here, and the job is very good, Jack. Very appreciative that I have it. It's yeah. I'm looking for moving up in the company from the position that I've now started. The position that I started was due to the fact that I wanted to get my foot in the door, actually feet in the door, because I'm hoping to be here for quite some time and to help this company grow and do the right things with the knowledge that I have. So yeah, but the job is going well. It's for me right now. It's quite simple. Uh, but I mean, if that's what they want me doing for the moment, that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'll continually grow in that company. I'm sure. That's my goal with this company at this point. Thank you, Uncle Deuce. Good afternoon, American Patriot. Thank you, and I hope that you have a safe day as well. Thank you. Mandates are what we are striving for. Striving to get rid of is what we're striving to do. Uh, Yet, in order for me to be able to put out this information to all of you, I'm having to comply to some extent. Uh, I've I'm jumping through hoops basically, trying to make everything work. so that you guys can see everything, all of my content, not just pieces of it like they're trying to do to me. I'm only able to see pieces of it right now. So I'll continue to do whatever is necessary. Uh, I know in the past when I stopped using these particular platforms or the platforms that are particular to me, uh, that was because God was telling me, "Well, just don't get back into it," and I didn't. The only reason why I'm hanging into YouTube is because God is not telling me not to. I think He feels like this is the only way that I can get the information out to you guys right now because of how bad the situation here is in the United States with the MSM and all the negativity that's going on in our country right now and the world. So I'm going to go ahead and follow God's graces. And until He tells me otherwise, I'll continue to follow His graces. And I don't think He will ever change in my mind. Uh, like minded in a war, there's troops. One troop is sent to one area, another elsewhere, but their target goal is the same. Freedom from tyranny is the goal. Way to go, people's convoys. Stay in one mind. Thank you, love God, love freedom. How many trucks are there now? There's three. One bobtail and two tractor trailers, complete trailers and all. Yes, Tim Avery, praise God. That's all we can do. We have to continue to keep him uplifted, and we have to continue to praise him so that he can continue to work through us, those of us that are close to him. I feel like he's really uh, encroached upon me as a human being. Uh, I don't know how else to explain it. It's a strange feeling that I get, and feelings that I've gotten in the past, but few and far and in between. They feel more continuous, almost on the daily. Sometimes more than once on the daily. Uh, hey, Freebird, there you are. Thank you for joining. Give me a second, and I'm working on that right now. Hopefully that helps you out right there. I've been so busy, couldn't catch up with you yesterday. It's okay, nothing but a thing. I'm glad you're here this evening or this afternoon. Yeah, this afternoon. I'm glad you're here, and there, that should resolve what it was that we spoke of the other day, Kate. Okay? Thank you for being here, PJC. Streamer complying only allowed to provide pieces is the problem. It's not better than what happens in lefty movements. Uh, I guess you could say that's your opinion. I don't know how to take that. Uh, so thank you for your compliment there, PJC. Your comment. I did read it. Streamer complying. Only allowed to provide pieces is the problem. It's not better than what happens in lefty movements. So there, PJC, you got your shout out. Uh, I don't know exactly what that means. I'm reading it, but it sounds indifferent. It's almost as if it's an oxymoron in reading that. Interesting. I feel compelled to do all kinds of things, but I'm never sure if it's just me or a higher calling. TS, whenever things like that occur, if it's a good thing, I believe it's a higher calling. If it's a bad thing, I believe it's the devil trying to pull you. I mean, that's my personal opinion because that's the way I look at it. I know right from wrong. I was raised that way. Uh, People of today, maybe not so much. Okay, cool. Spring is all springy here, and my workload increased double. Uh, Sorry to hear that, but the only thing is, at least you have work. Uh, you can be thankful for that. Uh, I'm right. Okay, well, so, I guess that would be your opinion, right? This isn't about right or left. I thought that is correct. T.S. It is not. This is about freedom for the American people. I don't care what side of the aisle you stand on. I don't care what you believe. This is about all of us, and this is about our children to be. This isn't a right or left thing. So, you can feel however you want. You can say whatever you want, but if it gets too negative, my moderators will pull it out. Hello, Sino. Nice to see you, Wild Angel. Good to see you. God wins. Stay in His grace. He will lead. That is correct. He is our leader. We don't need these other leaders here. God leads me. I don't have to take uh, the words of anybody. Uh, exactly, like I said, an oxymoron, Joseph. I know exactly what you're going through. Thank you, Tim. Greetings, Narnian Railway. Good to see you. I don't want to miss you guys. If you're in here, uh, so I'm trying to see all the names as I go through to make sure that I'm keeping up with everybody. Mary Thompson, hello. Your jacket, not so much. Okay, you're a Packers fan. That's cool. Hey, uh, that's life. We learn things, and it's kind of like knowing good from bad. We learn what's good, what's bad, and we continue to try to raise our children in that same respect. And just like teams, I'm not saying that your dad, but my dad was a Dallas Cowboys fan. My whole family has been a Dallas Cowboy fan. So therefore, uh, for those that haven't heard, my dad told me when I was like 16 months old and first learning how to talk, I used to stand in front of the console television sitting on the floor, football game beyond, whether it was the Cowboys or not. And I would stand in front of the television, jumping up and down, screaming, "Let's go Cowboys! Let's go Cowboys!" And he used to get pissed off at me because I was always blocking the TV. And he said I normally made those comments or did that little cheer in front of the television right when good plays were being made. He said it was almost like as if somebody was trying to prevent me from seeing what had happened. So that's why I'm a Cowboys fan. When you pray and believe in God, you know what is right thing to do. The more you pray and trust God, the more discernment one has. And if you try it, you'll know what I mean. That is exactly correct. Love God, love freedom. I keep my attention to Him, uh, block out all the other uh, bad vibes that I read, see, hear, uh, and try to look towards Him only because I know that He's the only one that can really control who I am because I don't allow anybody else to or anything else to. But Mary Thompson, thank you for being here. Yeah, same for me as far as went woke, and I pretty much quit watching football at that point. Doesn't mean I'm not a fan, or doesn't mean that I'm not a fan. Of course, I have all the gear, because these are gifts from my children for Christmas and stuff like that. I got it. I'm going to use it. I didn't pay for it. I didn't purchase it. I didn't waste my money on it, in my opinion. Uh, I used to be a season ticket holder. I dropped that. So yeah, I mean, you know, we can only do so much. Why isn't anyone? We have a convoy that went in this morning. I didn't go because, like I said, I'm fighting with YouTube right now, trying to get things squared away so that I can see what's going on and see what people are talking about. It's not an excuse, but it's reality. Uh, Not that I didn't want to go. Of course, I wanted to go, but I felt like I was more compelled to be here, trying to square away this YouTube ordeal, so that you guys can see and hear what's going on around here. My phone still doesn't want to give me a live stream. I'm over 5,000 watch hours, which I was only required for. I'm over 1,000 subscribers. As a matter of fact, I've now exceeded 2013, I believe I have. Uh, I can actually pull it up here. Uh, so, I mean, YouTube is pretty important to you guys, and therefore it's become important to me. Only because of you guys. You guys want you guys want to see, you want to hear, you want to know the truth of what's going on. That's why I'm here. So it says 2.04 thousand subscribers now. So what's that? 2040 plus or minus. So yeah. Yes, God is who we should all be answering to. God has been telling me lately, do not be afraid. Hold love and forgiveness in your heart, for hate and anger and vengeance only feeds the devil. Very true, in my opinion, Mary Thompson. Thank you for that. That is. That's very, very inspiring. And yeah, those of you that didn't hear me when I read it, go back and read Mary Thompson's comment on Yes, God. Or let's say, I'll read it again. Yes, God is who we should all be answering to, respectfully so. God has been telling me lately, do not be afraid. Hold love and forgiveness in your heart, for hate and anger and vengeance only feeds the devil. Uh, I used to sit on the floor watching football, bugging my dad too. That's funny. Thank you for that comment, Mary Thompson. Uh, well, thank you for. Be careful, Kate. Don't get yourself in trouble because I'm on. I will. I would prefer that nobody be in trouble because of me. Let her down. Uh, PJC is right. There is a difference between censorship and honoring security concerns. Uh, okay, Sam. Thank you. Uh, I guess you read that differently than me, but if that's great insight, and I appreciate it. Nunya, awesome and good luck with YouTube. Thank you, Nunya. Uh, Bill's all the way, Linda Lou, up there in New York. You in New York? I was just go to Rumble as soon as possible, everyone. Your presence with the other convoy is important, and we trust your opinion. I was just teasing about and I'm sitting here wearing Packers PJs bottoms. My favorite Packer, Reggie White. Yeah, rest in peace, Reggie White. He was an awesome man. Awesome man. Very. Uh, I liked him. Uh, Very good man. 70 in the chat, only 59 thumbs up. Come on, guys, smash that like button. Thank you, Shelly, for bringing that to everybody's attention. I'm seeing 63, so yeah, we're right there. Terminator, no, I am from Texas. I do not live there now. I have been in the Virginia, DC metropolitan area for 2 years now with my children, living near my children. And so, I mean, I'm from Texas, yes. Am I in Texas? No. Do I live in Texas? We'll put it this way: my truck is still registered in Texas. My driver's license is still from Texas. Uh, Take with that what you will. No worries. Sometimes the right thing to do is specifically for you from God and doesn't necessarily negate what others are doing. Like in Frankie's case, he's staying but doesn't negate the others. Thank you, love God and love freedom. That is exactly true. Uh, I had some people talking to me this morning. There's a lot of new faces out here that don't recognize me. And this morning I sat around with some of those new faces to let them know who I was. They were not aware that I've been here from day one. They just came in recently and they see somebody new come in to them, and all of a sudden it's like, well, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? And I tried to comment with them last night. The one individual that came to me about the live streaming, uh, he's new. He doesn't know me. Jersey J, for those of you that don't like him, whatever. Jersey Day came to my defense immediately. Another individual remembers me, knows who I am, and he said the only two live streamers we have, as he pointed to Jersey J and to Frankie Bobby, he said these are the only two live streamers we still have on the property, and we're going to allow them to live stream. Uh, we're cognizant of our meetings due to the fact of security. We don't want faces getting out and maybe things happening. We've been threatened with docs. Man, you guys don't even understand the threats that we have been under uh, since we started doing what we're doing here. Uh, am I scared? No, I'm not afraid. God's got my back. Everybody here feels the same way, but why take that chance? I mean, if God is maybe telling us, don't do this, don't do that. God doesn't speak to me only; He speaks to every individual uh, if they're listening. So I respect that. I'm a respecter of they do, and I'm not here to misappropriate that in any way. What area in Texas? When I left Texas last, I was living in the Houston area. I worked at Texas Medical Center there. But I am from South Texas. Ranzas Pass is the name of the place. It's down near Corpus Christi, approximately 2 hours from the southernmost point of Texas, which is Brownsville, approximately 2 hours north of that. All of these convoys are blessings upon the land, a part of the great awakening. All are very important. Yes, Mary Thompson, I do believe that. Food for thought. Thank you, TS. Yes, love God and love freedom. I appreciate whenever they're in the chat because they have some good insight and they have good things to say, and that's what we want. The way I see it, there are convoys all over the world. All have some basic grievances, and all are important because the thing we fight is a global beast. Yes, Freebird Kate, that is correct. Uh, it's not just the U.S. This is worldwide. So the fight that we are doing here, even if right now it's just holding the line, but the fight that we're doing here right now is it's a global awakening. It's not just the United States. It's not just the lower 48. It globally, and that's the bigger picture that we need to be paying attention to. And the reason why this is global and bigger than what we can possibly imagine is because this is about the kids. This is about our kids. This is about their kids. This is about their kids to be, and it's about our freedoms, especially here in the United States of America, in my opinion, because this is my country. People ask me what race I am. I tell them I'm American. People ask me what nationality, American patriot. And if you don't like the answer, so be it. If you want to know of whom I descended, I'm a descent of Mexican. I'm a Mexican descendant. So yeah, my DNA shows that I am from the heart of Texas to the heart of Mexico, which at one point was all Mexico. So yeah, I mean, generations ago, my family came from uh, Portugal, is what I'm told. That's where my last name comes from. So, uh, but my grandfather, whom was born on the north end of the Rio Grande, when Texas was annexed into the United States, uh, he was born on the north side of the Rio. So therefore, he automatically became American. And my parents thereafter were both born in Texas, one in San Angelo and one in Fannin. And I was born in Clovis, New Mexico at Cannon Air Force Base. So, yeah, I'm 100% American, three generations in, and that's what I claim. So, yeah. Do I speak Spanish fluently? Do I speak English? I think fairly fluent as well, according to you all. So, yeah, I'm 100% American Patriot. I thought you guys had to leave the Speedway. Cash flow, that is coming by the 7th of April. We're to be at a different location. So that's what they're working on hard, trying to find us another location. We have a few places that they're going to look at today, and they continue to look. That is priority number one. That way, we're prepared when the convoys start coming in that are on standby at this moment to come and help support all of us here and to support our convoy through DC, around DC, and whatnot. So, yeah. And whenever the People's Convoy gets back over here, those that left, uh, those that left whenever they return, because they are planning on returning. So, yeah. How long do you guys have the Speedway for? As I said, till the 7th. God fearing people equals no fear. Uh, I don't. I can't necessarily say I fear God because I don't. God is a God is a is of love. God is love. I mean, plain and simple. Uh, do I fear what He can do? Yeah. Do I fear Him? No, because what He can do is extraordinary. Miracles are extraordinary. Our human bodies, what He's made, is extraordinary. What do you know that can go cut itself wide open, bleed like crazy, and then turn around and heal itself? I mean, does that not make you guys wonder just exactly where we came from? And those of us that believe it was from God, I mean, kind of, It's a miracle in itself, me as a human being. So that's my perspective. Actually, you have one more live streamer. Anna's covering you guys too. Uh, Anna's here. I don't know who Anna is. She was the one who drummed the drum around the camp to bless the camp with Charizard moments 5808. Uh, in all honesty, I don't know who that is. Maybe I need to look into it. They will eventually find a supportive landowner. He will take them in. They're looking at a ranch today, a farm ranch, uh, several acres, and it's pretty flat to allow these big rigs to get in and out. There's some roadways and blah blah blah, but they're checking it. They're checking that out as well as other places. You guys are freedom fighters for us all. Thank you, Be Kind. Thank you for all your ongoing efforts. Thank you very much, Be Kind. Appreciate the comment. Uh, ever been to Starbase, Texas? I can't say that I have, old Uncle Bill. What location is that in the western hemisphere of Texas? Because West Texas is huge. I can't say that I have. I don't. I don't even recognize the name Starbase. If you can let me know where it's at. No, Texas. Nice. Thank you for smashing the like. Thank you guys. Uh, the largest rocket ever made near Brownsville. Starbase in Brownsville. I don't go to Brownsville often. I went to Brownsville in 2018 for Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving on Tuesday. Drove up to Alpine, Texas for Thanksgiving. Stayed there with my soon to be daughter in law and her parents. They wanted to meet me because she was pregnant with my grandchild, with our grandchild. So, yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Shelly. Every time you smash that like button, the Freedom Angel gets its wings. That's cool, Uncle Liz. I like that. I like that thought. I was born in LA but moved to San Antonio in 2012. Will I move back to California? Hell no. I hear you, Terminator. I've never actually been to California, though I have been in LA at the airport. But that's as far as I've ever been to California is through the airport, and that's probably 3 or 4 times. So yeah, 4 or 5 times. I don't know. I've been in the airport there in LA a couple of times, a few times. Sup, the Wolf 1234. How are you doing? Welcome, Terminator. Welcome as well. I don't know that I recall you guys being here in the past. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I hope you enjoy what the content could be about during the day, during the night, during whatever. Uh, to stream on weekends too. Missy creatively, old Uncle Bill. I don't know who that is either. Uh, those are some names that maybe came after I had, or maybe a weekend or a week while I was gone. France been convoying, but now it's mainly an ongoing protest since 2018. France is as hard on them as Canada, in my opinion, but they are now known as Yellow Jackets because the yellow safety vests truckers use. Yeah, I kept up with a lot of what had been going on throughout the world. Uh, when our convoy began here, everything else outside of this realm has pretty much not been on my radar due to the fact that my radar is concentrated on what I can do right here in the United States of America. That's why uh, I, I I haven't watched videos. I haven't been watching other live streamers. I haven't been doing much of anything other than getting on here and sharing my thoughts and opinions and my uh, whatever God gives me to share with you guys that day. So it's kind of taken away from everything else that's going on the outside of this world right now. This world being the People's Convoy right here where I am. As far as the name change, uh, they did do a name change per se. We're still the People's Convoy, but they are wanting to go by the American Freedom Convoy, uh, just because uh, we're a conglomerate of 3 different convoys here. And looks like some of the management decisions, or I don't say management, the leaders' decisions, as well as the people that are here, because this is all about us. It's not about, I mean, it's all about the people. It's not about any particular individuals, is what I'm trying to say. And after going through talking and everything else, uh, everybody feels like it might be a good idea not to separate us, but to consolidate us into a different name until the People's Convoy comes back, and then we'll still be carrying the People's Convoy name again. So that's kind of where all that is at. I don't know exactly. Do I remain comfortable with this decision? I am not sure. Uh, but I think I'm going to need to in order to continue to get the word out to you guys, because that's what you guys are wanting. That's what you guys know. And I'm wanting to be here to help support and do everything I can to help fight for our freedom in our country, for our children, and for their children and their children to be. So, yeah, that's why I'm going to continue to stay here. Do I believe in what they're doing here totally, wholeheartedly? Do I appreciate a different name? No, not necessarily, because I'm one of the original uh, People's Convoy people to get here. But I also have to remember that I am one of maybe six, eight, maybe even a third. We might be a third of the people here. Uh, but yeah, I mean, Hal's out here. He hasn't been out here. I didn't see him yesterday. He's out here today. He's been here from day one as well. We have our escort for our convoys. He's still here. His son, who just had a birthday today, and he has brought a friend out here, so we've got an extra person through them. Uh, we've got several people out here that I don't recognize and know because they're new to me, and they think that I'm the new guy here when they are. And I've told them as much this morning. We have a couple of new families out here, which is fantastic, children and all. That's a big reason why we're trying to keep uh, faces out of the cameras per se for now, because we're a small group and we have whole families out here, and we want them to be comfortable, and we don't want them to feel like they're going to be put in front of a camera and their faces be shown to the world. They're not ready for that. I'm cool with that. I can understand that. Hopefully, you guys will continue to understand that as well. I don't know how else to express that or to explain that, but that's the best I can do for now. Got to run, turn off water out there. Thank you for being here, Love God, Love Freedom. Horse drop nearly full. See you all later. Have a great day, Patriots. Uh, there is a new streamer called Esther Ruth too. She's on the road, Freebird, and necessarily she's not a new streamer. I commented on one of her videos yesterday, telling her she popped up on my feed, and I went on her channel and told her newly subscribed. She told me thank you, but she's out on the road, if I'm not mistaken, headed to Little Rock, Arkansas, right now, where the People's Convoy is headed. She may be in the heck. Oh, that's right. Somebody was saying that she followed convoy to Tennessee, or Tennessee. Okay, so she did not come back from North Carolina directly back up here. She did follow them to Tennessee because that's where her live stream was from yesterday. And but you're saying she might be coming back from there to here now. Well, that would be cool. Uh, I've seen Esther around. She's been here for quite some time. I've seen her around. I know who she is. Almost couldn't believe for myself that she was live streaming. So shout out to Esther Ruth. Thank you for all you're doing for everybody, for the world. And yeah, so if anybody hasn't seen her, uh, she has her channel. I believe it's called Esther, but her last name is Ruth. Yeah, or maybe her middle name. But yeah, so she seems to be a pretty cool lady. Like I said, I've seen her out here quite a bit. She was out here through the cold and all everything else that I've been here for. So yeah, so no one went to DC today. Still just sitting around and eating. Yeah, why not? I don't get your point. I mean, if you wanted to go around DC, you can get down there and drive yourself. If that's what you choose to do. Uh, But no, we did have six cars go in this morning. I haven't heard from them. I don't know when they're planning on being back. But hang in there, Deep South. Maybe uh, I'll be able to tell you in a little bit whenever they get back. So yeah, east of Brownsville is where you're saying this starbase is. East of Brownsville. Well, east of Brownsville is the Gulf. So they would have to be right on the Gulf Coast because Brownsville is pretty much right on the Gulf Coast, at least to the best of my knowledge. I mean, I've been there, done that. Uh, when I went down to Brownsville, I mean, you can't actually see the Gulf Coast from Brownsville per se, but just east of it, I know there's the Gulf. So yeah. Hey Ashley, how you doing? Good to see you back. Thank you for being here. Always welcome to chat. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy it. Thank you, Freebird. Deep South Bama, who said they were going to DC today. Thank you, Linda Lou. How you doing? Good to see you here, as well as you, Joseph. They haven't moved since the People's Convoy left. Who hasn't moved since the People's Convoy left? The People's Convoy is still here. A lot of the vehicles of the People's Convoy left. Yes, they're traveling back to California to go fight another battle, while we remain here fighting this battle. So you say they haven't moved since People's Convoy left. Well, I'm still here, and I am the People's Convoy. I am people. I am the person in this convoy. If they choose to call it the Freedom Convoy now, the American Freedom Convoy, something like that, if that's what they choose to call it. They can call it all they want. I am still part of the People's Convoy because I was here from day one. So whatever you're saying is inconclusive at best. I don't. I just. I mean, uh, moderator, please. Tired of it. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to read it. I don't want everybody else reading things like that. There was a lot of talk over on JJ's stream that they were going to DC, but I think it fizzled out. Again, if you're not here, you don't know. People went to DC. Sounds like he finished rewriting. Moderators, help me out here, please. I'm sure we all have opinions on how we would like to see it go, especially to be effective, but in an effort to be peaceful and legal, it's taking its time. This is frustrating for even me too. Freebird, that's probably the best thing that anybody could possibly say. There are processes that need to happen, that need to transpire in order for things to be done correctly. Uh, Always remember, anybody and everybody that ever comes to my live chat, always remember it's God's time, not yours, not mine. No matter how you want to look at it, this is in God's timing, and it won't change. No matter how much you complain, no matter how much you try to be that keyboard warrior and try to knock people down and say negative comments, this is God's time. What we need to learn is patience. Patience is a virtue. There's a reason why it's stated in the Bible. Patience is a virtue. Those that do not have patience will never understand. Those that have learned patience throughout their years, such as myself, can definitely recognize. Those that were born directly with patience as a virtue to their lives know that this takes time, and it's God's time, not humans, not man's. God's timing. Thank you for making that comment, Freebird, because it kind of gave me something to go off of. Appreciate it, guys. Hey, Laura Don, good afternoon. Nice to see you here. Uh, I have seen you here before, so thank you for being here. Ellen, Ellen Cow, I'm going to say hi from Maine. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I know that you haven't been here before because I would recognize that name. I hope I said it correctly. Ellen Cow. At least that's the way I see it when I read it. Stay strong and God bless you all. Got to get busy myself. Well, thank you, Wild Angel. Thank you for stopping in. And yeah, uh, every little bit of support is more support. Uh, so yeah. So no one said they were going. You were just trolling. Got it. Thanks. You still in Hagerstown? Yes, ma'am, Lori. We are still in Hagerstown. Uh, Cat ran, so I lost what I was reading of yours. Okay, that was all. You're still in Hagerstown. Yes, yes, ma'am, we are. I thought she was on her way back. I'm too busy to keep up. I hope she holds the line. She's so great. She's handling it like a pro so far. I don't know what you're talking about, Kate. Bobby. Thank you, Cindy Lou. I hate your I hate your thumbnail picture there, but it is pretty funny. Seeing that big mouth open. Uh, you caught him. Thank you. I didn't do it. You got it right by the beach. Okay. 87 likes. 88. Yes. Thank you, Shelly, for pointing that out. I'm not sure. Now, this is now the American Freedom Convoy. No, this is now the American Freedom Convoy. Yeah, as I stated earlier, but no, this is still the People's Convoy to me. I'm still here. I'm part of the People's Convoy. So anybody can say what they want. Jersey J, same thing. He and I spoke about that this morning. Uh, the man and his son that have been here pretty much from day one, also, same thing. We're still the People's Convoy. Uh, the leadership that we have here now, they're from a different convoy. And this is their decisions that we're adhering to because we need that. I'm not willing to step up as a leader. I can't. I don't have the time to do it. If I was here 24/7, I would have stepped up as a leader and we would still be called the People's Convoy, period, point blank. But I mean, uh, everybody knows new management means new things. So if it means a different name, so be it for now. The People's Convoy will be back, and we will be the People's Convoy or the American Freedom Convoy, whatever everybody decides they're going to do and or follow. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still the People's Convoy because I am a person, and others feel that way as well. So yeah, people have a lot to say behind their computer screens. Great work. Thank you for holding the line and much support from Canada. Thank you, Laura Don. Uh, you're a wonderful representative of Convoy for Freedom. We thank you so much from Canada. God bless you. Thank you. Be kind, patience, and perseverance. And because I drank so much coffee this morning, guys, I'm sorry I'm going to have to put you on a timeout for just a second. I'll be right back. Man, last night, you all heard I was, everyone close your eyes. Last night, while we were live streaming, a couple of people came and brought me blankets. I ended up with 3 blankets for the night. Only used one. But today, as you can see, I'm in short sleeves. Uh, says 38, but I'm sure that's wrong on my truck. Let's see here. At 1:20 in the afternoon here, and it's 48 actually. So, see, it says 48 degrees, and it's in Wilson, Kanokachig location. That's where we're at here at the Speedway. Okay, you can open him up. Loving. What about Jay? What about Jay James? Uh, he and I, we've spoken a couple of times within the past 24 hours, or I guess I've only been here about, well, about 21 hours because I got here about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We've spoken a few times. Everything's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know he put a couple of comments in my on one or two of my videos uh, as he was still boots on the ground here. Said we needed to talk. I mean, whatever talk we had really was just saying, "Hey, what's up? Glad you're back." Him to me. Uh, it was kind of lonely being the only one out here. Uh, kind of felt like everybody had abandoned me, and I told him, I said, you were uninformed due to the fact that I had already told all my subscribers that I was planning on being back every weekend, uh, and I will continue to do that. I don't like to just people speech, but I will if you ask me to. I understand, Kate. I understand. Uh, Negativity. That's the goal. That's the gist for me. If you read it and it sounds negative to you, more than likely that's what it is to me as well. I might find more things. The way people word things, I might find them more or less negative, depending upon the way it's written and the way I read it. So, I mean, it's almost to your uh, to what you believe, how you feel when you read it. And if you read it, like I said, and if it sounds negative to you, then more than likely it would be to me as well. Hello, YouTubers Connect. Thank you, Laurie Don. Religion is misinformation. That's your opinion, Scott Fraser, and you're welcome to your opinion. Uh, and like I've told everybody that comes, if you have nothing nice to say, then probably best that you say nothing at all, uh, because I do not like negativity. And if you ask me, that is a negative connotation coming from an individual that doesn't believe in religion, and I do. So you're totally opposite of what I am, and I find that negative, just for your information. So, yeah. Uh, Thank you, Uncle Diz, for writing that. Is it? Canada's having protests in many cities this weekend. Yes, I've heard. Uh, like I said, I heard all the provinces across Canada were doing a lot of different protests. They have been and are planning on continuing to, even though some have been locked up due to protests. But yeah, it's sad. But in this day and age, you have to ask the trolls from the get go. No being nice to any of the trolls. That is true, Shelley, and it's very unfortunate that we have to be that way. But you guys do not understand what some of us live streamers are dealing with as far as threats and stuff like that. Everybody knows my email. I don't care. That's what it's there for. But some of the things that come through on that are, yeah, disingenuous. Uh, but I ain't scared. Brian did a live stream today and addressed the Jersey J thing. Uh, okay. We'll leave that at that. You're just becoming just like you, Jay, all censored. If we disagree with you, you don't want to hear. No, that's not it, William Allred. As I stated, there will be no negativity in my live chat. That's what it's about. If you choose to write a negative comment, you're probably going to get booted. Like I said, if you have nothing nice to say, say nothing at all, and you can sit here and you can read through our chat. You can do whatever you want. But if you're going to get negative in my chat, you will be taken out, and that is by my direction. with my moderators and myself. I have the access to do it because I'm on my laptop right now. And that's the way I feel because I'm a positive individual and negativity is not part of me. When I read something negative, it does something inside of me and I'm irritated. Things aren't right. God gives me my answers. I give them to y'all. I share them with y'all to the best of my ability to what He gives me. And if you feel like you're being throttled and or shut down, censored, or whatever you want to call it, then I don't know what else to tell you. That's your view, and you reserve the right to have that view. Just like I have the right to reserve the negativity and the positivity in my chat. Either get rid of it or keep it. I mean, it's that simple. If you want to go out and be negative on your chat, start up your own YouTube and go be negative all you want. It has nothing to do with me. I probably won't be a part of your channel just because you're negative. I mean, do you not understand? Do you not get that? What part of that don't you get? I have stated from day one that my chat is positive chat. And if you don't see it that way, maybe this isn't for you. Have a nice day. That's all I can say. Uh, we're back to that. No idea. I'm new to the stream. Found him off of Zot's channel. Thank you, Lori Don. Okay, can donations go to support all aspects of being involved in the convoy? Donations are not for telling them how to run the convoy. Correct. I hate it whenever the chat runs, guys, but I get caught up whenever people say things. Who did Brian stream today? I only saw Travel Fun stream this morning. Agree, Frankie. People should be respectful. Buffering, really? It's okay now, though, right, Shelley? Tours still locked up from Ottawa in February. That's insane. Yeah, and we still have a lot of ours locked up from February of last year. I was just watching it, but I'm going to let others read it instead of just saying he said. Thank you, Loving Life Fully. I almost can't say whether or not I've seen you here before, but welcome. Thank you for being here. You guys get along. He would not let you film the meeting. Uh, Due to security reasons, Carla Richardson, and I don't recall your name either. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Uh, Meaning, what guys do we get along? Jersey J and myself. I mean, yeah, Jersey and I, we've spoken several times today already, and it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. We spoke mostly this morning. Thank you, Canadian Warrior, for starting to stand for freedom. God moved in your country first, and He is still working. Stand strong. Thank you, Tim Avery. I don't know who you were talking to, but a good insight and good way of putting it into perspective. Makes it a little bit easier for others to understand sometimes whenever somebody else puts it into words. High as heck. Okay, Lori Don. uh, hey, Schmeck Delessa, how you doing? Haven't seen you here in a few. What kind of stuff to do, the trolls? By the way, I haven't seen you here in a couple of streams, but welcome. Thank you for being back. Yeah, it's good to see your name. S. Pierre, I don't think I've seen you here before. Thank you. Let's not talk negative or about anyone. Thank you, S. Pierre. That is correct. Not on my end, going strong. Okay. Trying to look back through through some of the chat. I'm good now. Oops, schmeck. Hey, Java's in the house. Hey, Java Lily. I haven't seen your name pop up. I guess you haven't chatted, but you are here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping out. How's the convoy? The convoy is doing well, Martin. We're still trying to get our next location so that we can get moved ASAP. It will be really soon. Hopefully sooner than later. They'll keep me informed. That way I know where to go to whenever I leave here tomorrow evening. And for all I know, we might have an answer tomorrow. For all I know, we might move tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. Uh, but we're keeping things organized. Like I said, they got the kitchen reset. They moved it from down the hill up on top of the hill over here. All the groceries, a couple of tractor trailers full for food. We're eating pretty much 3 times a day if people are here or unless they're on a convoy. Those that went on a convoy this morning took snacks with them because there's plenty of snacks as well. The problem that we're having is that everything is so discombobulated right now that we're trying to straighten it all up. And I'm sitting here on live stream chatting with you guys instead of over there helping. But, hey, this is my job, I believe. And so that you guys know, I have been offered an opportunity to monetize my channel. They're throttling me from being able to access it. So, I mean, you guys, my Venmo and my Cash App have been shown. They're in my description, I believe. If you guys want to help support, all this is being done out of pocket right now for me, and I'll continue to do it as long as I can. With the job now, I'll probably never stop. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. So what kind of work, Ray? Hey, Ray Taylor, how you doing? I'm in the HVAC industry, heating, ventilation, air conditioning. I've been doing it for approximately 30 years. Went 3 years into uh, general contract work as a superintendent, and now I'm back into the HVAC industry from whence I started back in 1989. So yeah, uh, that's my specialty. I know the majority of the ins and outs of all that. Chat just ran. Well, that's good to hear, Scott. Thank you for clarifying. Uh, I have not shown a positive test myself either. So yeah, that's the only negativity I have in me, and that's enough. Negative from COVID. Negative of the coof, as I call it, the coof. I got that from Liberal Hive Mind. For those that may know who that is, shout out to Liberal Hive Mind. Starbase on Texas 4, just south of Brownsville Causeway in South Padre Island at Boca Chica Beach. Street views shows facility under construction close to beach. Oh, so it's a facility still under construction. It hasn't been built yet. Uh, but I don't think I've heard of it. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Space Force. Uh, Nothing at the moment. Less tyranny, a nation under cruel and oppressive government control, unreasonable or arbitrary use of power or control. Yeah, that's pretty much what Canada, well, that's pretty much what all the countries are experiencing right now. I don't believe that it's occurred here in the United States, but they're making it look as if it has. Uh, I believe that might be the case in a lot of the countries. I'm not sure, but I have seen some tyrannical things occur, especially like up in Canada when the quote unquote RCMP came in and started locking people up. I don't believe it was the RCMP from the things that have been told to me. We believe they were UN quote unquote peacekeepers, if that's what you, I mean, it's like an oxymoron saying they're peacekeepers when they're over there locking people up. Uh, what about the rest of us in the world getting censored from the truth? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Freedom, good job so far. Thank you, Carrie. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Uh, yeah, as I said, they have a new place to stay. Not as of yet, Carrie. We're still looking. People are out roaming streets today, going and looking at different properties. Plus, there was a meeting that just occurred, that just started at 1:30, uh, with something in particular that we're not allowed to share about just yet. We want to see how this meeting goes. We'll probably have information on it this evening. It was told to us early this morning, right off the bat, and they told us, "Let's see what happens, and we'll discuss it this evening." So yeah, maybe I'll be able to share some stuff on that later. I was kind of sleeping through it all. I remember Brian saying someone this morning, motorcycle guy or singer Some people suffer with negativity. It's a condition. Just show them love to help them. Thank you, York Stud Muffin. Yes, that's Pierre. As I said, I knew that you showed to be new, and I appreciate you being here. Hey, Perspective Visions. Just an observation. Continue to ban everyone for asking questions will lead to failure of the movement. Uh, don't know where you're coming from that because if people are asking me questions, I always have a tendency to answer to the best of my ability. If I missed the question, well, so be it. Uh, Maybe it wasn't a question after all, but I try to answer every question that is given to me. Perspective, just so you know. Man who wrote the Convoy song. Oh, really? Okay. No one is getting banned for asking questions. Being rude gets you banned. Being negative gets them banned, actually. Negativity is my pet peeve. Here in Oslo, I just visited the rest of the Freedom Convoy. After they canceled the trucks, it got very expensive. Yeah, well, in Oslo, huh? Yeah, I heard that people were going to be up in Oslo. That's cool. Uh, Appreciate all the truckers all over the world that are being involved in this great movement because it's not stopping. It's only going to get stronger and stronger. People may be receiving negative connotations that it's dying, but it's not dying. You people don't understand the conviction that those of us that know have. And I'm one of those people. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm live streaming with you guys right now. I've only got 56 watching, but I got 100 likes. I mean, how bad can it really be? Thank you, Ashley, for posting that. I mentioned it earlier, but now they can see it where they can go uh, to help support, like I said, all this. Starbase is an Elon Musk facility. Not even surprised a little bit, but that's okay. Uh, Whatever it takes to make the best of our world is I'm willing to be a party to that. Oh yeah, I heard that about that singer dying. Thanks. They're just banning the trolls. No need to worry. Thank you, Joseph. I guess the best of us. Autocorrect sucks sometimes. I agree with you about not being better for censoring naysayers to our general point of view, so I go easy on the deleting unless he asks me. Yes, thank you, Kate. Appreciate it. Uh, Shout out to Liberal Hive Minds. So you know who I'm talking about, hi, SPR. Uh, I've always liked the content. I don't listen to it as often as I would like to, as well as LT from And We Know. There was a new video this morning. I was about ready to open it up, but I've been fighting with YouTube all morning. I was going to open it up and sit down and watch it, but I know that it's usually going to be about an hour long. And felt like I wanted to come on here and chat with you guys and see how everybody's doing because it feels like I just got on, guys, and I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes so far, plus. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and say hi to everybody and let them know that let you guys know that I'm here. We're still doing what we've been doing. God is leading us. Praise God. Yes, Tim Avery, that is very, very true in my opinion. And that's why we're here. That's why we continue to come back. Uh, I don't have 50, 60, 70 people watching me at one time just because. It's because it's God leading, in my opinion. Has built a lot there. Elon Musk, NASA space flight, and another stream from Starbase. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I hadn't even heard about it, to tell you the truth, until somebody here mentioned it. Difference between where you been. Hey, Martin, where you been? 28 minutes behind. That's why I'm not saying much in the chat. You're okay, Joe Moms. You're okay. Nothing but a thing. So, am I 28? No, I can't be 28 minutes behind the live chat. Okay, so it just ran. Rough and Rowdy, you're new. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Please, can you ask Shelby why Nicole told the Florida convoy to turn around and go home? She said that DC was a bust and that AFC would be leaving. Who's Shelby and who's Nicole? It is not a bust. We're trying to move to a different location before we have the new convoys show up. We have three new convoys that want to be here with us, and we cannot bring them to this site uh, by request of the owners. If we do try to bring more people into our site at this point, they will ask us to leave immediately. They were being as kind and as polite as they could about it. I mean, we've been occupying their land for 28 days now, as of yesterday. So, I mean, I can understand their perspective and understand where they're coming from. If it's that hard for others to understand that, well, think if somebody went and squatted on your property for the last 28 days, for the last month. How would you feel about it? I don't think you would have allowed them to stay there more than a day if you allowed them to stay there more than a couple of hours. So, you know, take of it what you will. Uh, but it wasn't that they were refused to come, it was that we're trying to find our new location before they come. Like I said, there's still three convoys that want to come and join us outside of what we already had as the People's Convoy. So, yeah, uh, hope you and all are having a beautiful day. And thank you, She Will. Thank you for being here. It's because time passes quickly. It's got to be that, right? Uh, just a heads up, YouTube will demonetize you for smoking on stream. I don't care. They're not giving it to me anyway. Beaver Fry had this happen to him with Barnes smoking his cigar, so he does not light it now on their lives. Thanks for pointing that out to me, but necessarily speaking, I don't care. They're not going to allow me to monetize. I'll tell you that now. If they were going to allow me to monetize, I would have been able to do it much easier than all the hoops that they're trying to get me to jump through. And I've jumped through the majority of the hoops they've requested. Actually, I've jumped through all of them they requested to the best of my ability. I don't know if it's correct or not, but everything says that it's clear, verified, blah blah blah. But it won't allow me to take a face video to as an identity, and it won't allow me to take a picture of an ID as an identity. The pages just don't open. It sits there and it runs around in circles forever, and nothing happens. And I've let it set, and I've let it set, and it won't go through. So yeah, they're not going to allow me to monetize. I'm not. I don't really care. Due to the simple fact I have a Venmo and a Cash App posted in my description. If you guys want to support, you can go there. Uh, I know that Ashley put the links up a couple of minutes ago. You can scroll back or you can look in the description of my video here and you can see where that is accessible. Uh, in my best statement that I can make in reference to the monetization of this channel, I really choose not to do that. The only reason why I would do that is because I think it makes it easier for a lot of you wanting to support. Reason why I don't want to do it is because YouTube takes 30% of that right off the top. I don't want to pay YouTube to be here, and probably shouldn't be saying that out loud, but I don't care. You know, if they want to remove me, I'll find another platform. Uh, Again, this isn't me. This is God that is doing this with me, through me, in my opinion. And I mean, that's just the way it is. Shelby is the coordinator there in Hagerstown. Okay, so she's the one that's coordinating the. She's coordinating a lot of different things. She was just. Uh, I know who you're talking about now. I didn't know what her name was, but you're saying the coordinator. Now I know who you're talking about. She's been here for quite some time. Nicola's Rocket. Shelby will know who I mean. That part I don't understand. Nicola's Rocket. So yeah, but nevertheless, if Shelby's our new coordinator here, and I know who you're talking about. I like hearing the whole stream, so I always scroll back. If I'm late to a live stream, I'm usually listening while doing something else anyhow. Well, Joe Moms, thank you just for being here. Just by you being signed in to my live stream is support enough. I don't ask anything of anybody. If you feel like you want to support me, however that may be, this is the best support I can get, is what Joe Moms is doing. Just live streaming, listening to the live stream as she's doing whatever else she might be doing around the house or work or whatever the case might be. I think that might be Wasu, the same situation. Yes, I know it was, you started a different name. No, you misunderstand. We were coming in from Florida on the way. Nicole told us not to come and that AFC was leaving DC on the 7th. No new location. That's not true. We were just discussing it first thing this morning in the meeting. And we were discussing it last night in the meeting. So what you have right there, what you just stated, is incorrect, according to what we're saying out here, according to what's happening around here. Wonder what your thoughts are on marijuana. Uh, I believe marijuana is a has healing properties. I'm not against it. I believe it has healing properties for people that choose not to get on painkillers, uh, addictive painkillers. I believe that marijuana is a good substitute for those people that do get that kind of uh, use and or help out of marijuana. I have nothing against it. I've smoked for many years in the past, and I don't think that it is a mind altering drug. In my opinion, I would think it is a mind opening drug more than anything. Uh, I mean, how many times have you ever heard of somebody smoked out that has gone and just started killing people out of the blues, or had major accidents because they were so smoked up? Or there is no statistics on that because there is none. Look it up for yourself. But that's my feeling about marijuana. And to those that use it, hey, more power to you. I mean, uh, glad that you can do that. I'm glad that you have the ability to do that. A lot of confusion going around. Yes, Susan, a lot of confusion is going around. A lot of confusion is going around. And that's why I'm here trying to get the ins and outs and trying to figure it out, uh, figure out what it is that is transpiring at this point. Always remember, guys, no matter what, this fight is not over. We're not giving up. Even if it means I have to go back to my house and stay at my house and come and meet people to go to a convoy or whatever, that's what I'll be doing. I'm not giving up. And I'd be willing to bet some of these people aren't giving up either. We're still here. We're not giving up. Uh, what does that matter? Yeah, it is what it is, Shelley. Honest enough question, in my opinion. He wanted to know, and I gave him my resolute answer. Is a bit of and isn't as inclusive, so I don't sit up on the stage and sing my song about human rights, but I was down there. That's awesome, Martin. Glad to hear. Orwellian rules all around us now. Are the smoking on screen? it whatever, whatever, guys. I'm I hear you on that one. Be patient, everyone. God is working for good. Correct, Tim Avery. I always wondered what anyone thinks about marijuana. I hope that I gave you a fair enough answer to that, Scott. It takes up to 30 days to monetize. Yeah, I was kind of running into that ideology as well as I continued to read all these different things that I was reading. Whatever, whatever. I'm not concerned with it. Uh, I don't need anything from you guys. I was just trying to make it easier for those that have that feeling of support could do the support, because I know a lot of you people can't be here, and y'all want to be here, but you can't due to extenuating circumstances, work, whatever the case might be, and uh, and so you're wanting to show your support through uh, supporting those of us that are here, boots on the ground, trying to get the information out to everyone that is watching. Uh, I'm not doing it for the money by any means. I have a job. I have, close to 10 grand sitting in the bank right now. I mean, I don't need the money. It's appreciated whenever you do send it. Ashley sent me some the other day and asked me to go have a dinner for landing that job. Uh, I took that and I got me a large order of hot wings. Ate on them for 2 days. Man, I enjoyed them because I love hot wings. It's one of my favorite foods, and I'm very appreciative for Ashley doing that for me. Mark Wolf, he doesn't attend my live streams often. He was on earlier or last night, and I appreciate for him for being there. He was one of the very actually I think he was the first person to send me $20. I took that $20 and got my hair cut. For those that don't know, for those that met me on Charlotte's live stream, my hair was very ragged. Mark Wolf sent me that money. I took that money because financially I was strapped. I'm not gonna lie. I took that money. I went and got myself a haircut, and I appreciate him for that. And I mean, it's come from a few different people. In Datus, Mark from NC, he I mean, Michael from NC, he sent me some money for uh, doing everything that I did in Charlotte's car. Charlotte's car cost me approximately $50. He sent me more than that, and I appreciate him for it. But he told me he would, and not that I was expecting it, not that I had any expectations upon him. I took the privilege to go ahead and do the things that needed to be done for her before she did leave, and he appreciated it so much that he sent me money for it, and I'm thankful to him, and I appreciate his generosity. And it's the same for all of you guys. I understand you guys can't be here. I mean, that's why I'm here, I guess. That's why God appointed me to this position at this point in time in my life, and very thankful that I can be here. Uh, Comment on Fried TV chat. Jeff V stated, I support this convoy to bring accountability to our elected officials that allowed a global pandemic to control our lives. That is I don't know who Jeff V is, but very, very enlightening perspective, because that is exactly some of the things that I feel. And I wouldn't have used personally the term pandemic. It was a plandemic, in my opinion. Scamdemic, in my opinion, and definitely no pandemic. They just made it look like it was. Good afternoon, Simple Pleasures. How you doing this afternoon? Thank you for being here. It will always be in God's time, not ours. Be patient. Prayers for all of you there in Hagerstown. Thankful some of you stayed behind in support of the cause. Everything happens in God's timing, not ours. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Thank you, Kelly P. That is very true, very correct, in my opinion. And I think a lot of the those that are in this chat feel the same way. But thank you for putting it down, writing it, so that people can read that and understand it for what it is. Thank you again, Kelly P. Uh, Amy McDougall Frazier. Thanks again. Your name does not look familiar to me, Amy, uh, but I'm thinking you have been here before. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for showing support to my live stream. Nicole is one of the organizers. She's been on state tour. Said DC was a bust and not going to happen. Again, you can say what you want, rough and rowdy. Uh, I'm here. I'm listening to the meeting daily. You say is one of the organizers. Well, if Nicole is one of the organizers, she's not here. That means she's on the road driving down the freeway somewhere. So I don't know how she can say DC's a bust. We're still here. And yeah, so whatever. 100% doubt that. I watch live streamers almost daily that smoke blunts, smoke from bongs, roll a blunt, etc., and have been for some time now and have no problem with YouTube. And that kind of makes sense, Shelly, because I know what you're talking about. I've seen it as well. My bank is denying any donations to you on both accounts. Do you have PayPal? Uh, I have had a PayPal account in many, many years past. I don't know if I could ever pull that account back up. I thought Venmo was associated with PayPal. Am I incorrect in that assumption? Anybody know? Yeah, because I thought Venmo was associated with PayPal. Uh, but sorry, S. Pierre. Uh, Thank you for the thoughts on that. Thank you for attempting, I guess. And I might look into that just because you're requesting or making that statement. So I'm going to write it down so that I can. Has anybody seen Cindy Orpin? She also made a donation to me, and I have yet to thank her verbally, other than saying it out loud and not knowing if she's seen the chat before. Uh, Check on PayPal. Okay, I'm writing it down, SPR, so I can check on that. Like I said, I had an account. Who doggies? Probably back in 2005, 2007, somewhere around that time frame. But I haven't been a part of that account in many years. 12 at least, right? Or no, sorry, 15. Where can we watch this video you're speaking of? I wonder if the kid friendly settings on Visa channel is what was violated, possibly. I do not have the kid friendly settings on mine. Mine is necessarily, I guess, stating not kid friendly. I don't think it states it that way, but yeah, that's kind of where my channel is. As pure, I would call my bank, not their place to stop payment. She told me directly. Jumping on here for a moment. And where is she at, Rough and Rowdy? Where is this Nicole that you speak of? Is she here at base camp? Jumping on here for a moment. Thanks, Ashley, for reminding to hit the like. Is everyone seeing short video of the Wisconsin official reporting 4.8 million ballots for traffic nationally? Accountability. Ashley's Variety, thank you for being here. Good to see you again. I did see your email last night. I don't know if I responded to it. It was about 2. I don't think I went to bed before 3:30 this morning. And then turned around. Woke up to sun in my eyes. When I sat up, it was 8:05. I looked over at the campfire, and everybody was standing there getting ready for a meeting. Actually, I think they were saying a prayer whenever I got out of my truck. So yeah, Suit Mama interview. Sorry guys, the chat ran. I'm gonna go back. Somebody asked for this previously, I believe. A Suit Mama interview would be good if you get that opportunity. Thank you for everything. Mountaintop Media, I've seen you here before. Thank you for coming back. I will attempt to make that happen if she's willing. I think she's one of the ones that told me that she would be willing to speak to me. And I think maybe one of you had told me that she was also willing to speak to me if I went to see her. They are probably not monetized or don't want to be. It took me over 30 something years to realize that marijuana is great medicinally. So many vets and people with chronic pain, seizure, etc. Powerful medicine properties I use as a cream. She will. That is very correct. Uh, I remember watching some videos referencing the fact that a particular individual that was growing marijuana had learned a strain that helped in seizures. A desperate mom, came to him knowing that it would ruin him if he did what she was requesting. He did it anyway because he wanted to help the child out. He was willing to go to prison to help this child. This child was having numerous uh, seizures in a day, in an hour. By the way, the mom was talking. Uh, she had tried CBD from somewhere on the child, and it seemed to have alleviated a lot of his symptoms that he was having while seizuring, or that created the seizuring. She came to him, told him exactly what it was that she was looking for. He made a strain for her, a particular strain for that family. Uh, got some of whatever it was an oil, I'm sure, for the child. Uh, the child barely has, if I remember correctly, the child was barely having a seizure a week, much less 30, 40, 50 seizures an hour. So, yeah, there are a lot of great medicinal purposes that can be used with marijuana. Uh, of course, it's a different aspect, a different portion, different whatever, whatever, whatever. But yes, it is said that it is medicinally uh, a good thing. That's why they took it off the market so many years ago because Big Pharma didn't want it there, according to everything that I've seen, read, and or heard. So yeah, I mean that kind of. Thank you for being here, Freebird. Cleaning job to do. Thank you. Great answer on the marijuana question. Scott, I am not Ricky Bobby. I am Frankie Bobby, and my names are spelled with IEIE, not Y's or EY's for that matter. I know that it was directed at me, but I just wanted to clarify that because I am definitely not Ricky Bobby. I'm Frankie Bobby. Alrighty then. Ask away, I guess. It was cool, Shelly. CKM, I've seen you here. Look up Goblin on YouTube. Dude smokes like a quarter ounce every video. That's funny, CKM. And yes, he's monetized. That's funny. Uh, See on the flip side, Freebird. It was my pleasure, Frankie. Thank you, Ashley. I wish we had a place to meet here in Oslo. To Going to try making something in the summer myself, at least a couple of times a week. Indica strain spelling for pain. Yeah, and the spelling is correct. Uh, what I know about indica is that it is I guess you could say a downer, if you wanted to use that term, and that the sativa is an upper, if you want to use those terms. So my assumption would be indica strain would be good for pain. That's an assumption. Truthfully, I don't know. I'm no trucker though. I kind of like the old hair, but empathize with you because of the job interview. Schmeck, I don't like a lot of hair. I used to wear a lot of hair when I was younger. I don't like a lot of hair now. More comfortable. Uh, when I was 18, 17 in the service, it was even tighter than this, and I didn't mind it. I grew it out. I've even gone so much as I was bald for. I shaved my head. Let's see. I started shaving my head in 2010, and I probably wore the shaved head till about 2015. So about 5 years, I sported a bald head. Uh, it was what I wanted to do then, I guess. Have seen so many lives destroyed with marijuana usage, it makes me sick. I'm sorry to hear that, Dan Radke, because I have not seen something like that. Statistically speaking, uh, there is no data. Dan, uh, if you believe that, could you send me some information in retrospect to this? Because I have yet to see anything of the sort. And I have lost three of my family members to marijuana gateway, and now my nephews are on that same path. Uh, Marijuana is not a gateway drug. If a person is going to be a drug addict, they're going to be a drug addict whether they try marijuana or not, in my opinion. I know many people that use marijuana. I know many people that that's all they use. They prefer marijuana to drinking. I believe marijuana is better for the body than drinking alcohol. That's my personal opinion. Uh, we all reserve the right. Calling it a gateway drug is a misnomer, in my opinion, as well, due to the simple fact that there are too many medicinal properties within marijuana that are helping people as opposed to destroying lives. So, by making the comment that it's a gateway drug is a misnomer, in my opinion, because if a person wants to try drugs, they're going to do drugs no matter what it is. And if they want to use the excuse that marijuana be the gateway, so be it. Alcohol is a gateway if you think about it. Cocaine is a gateway if you think about it. Any drug is a gateway. So you can use the term but I don't, uh, I have a hard time thinking marijuana is a gateway. But that's my personal opinion. I just thought I'd share that with you real quick. And it is sad, and I'm sorry, and I'll say a prayer in reference to the family members that have been affected by not by your comment, by what you're stating here, and that saddens me in itself. Not necessarily that marijuana is a gateway, but that saddens me that your family has gone through that horrible experience in life. And my apologies if you feel differently. But thanks for your comment. I appreciate it. I believe you. I watch people on live stream smoke weed on nonstop throughout their whole stream. The world needs more good people. Thank you, Tim Avery. Use of marijuana, is my opinion, isn't a sin. God made herbs for our use. If it's not used for anything other than intended pain, anxiety, insomnia, what does your conscience tell you? Uh, we were given free will by God to do that which we please, whether it's uh, in his whether it's pleasing in his eyes or not. That's why he gave us free will. And from what I've read, from what the Bible tells me, if they so choose to use marijuana for other than intended pain, anxiety, and/or insomnia, to each their own. I mean, who am I to judge? Who are you to judge? The only judge in our lives is God. That's the only judging that counts, in my opinion. Always remember, this is my opinion. This is my perspective. This is from whence I came. These are the things that I've learned in my lifelong journey of 56 years. So, I mean, everyone has a perspective, everyone has an opinion. It doesn't mean that it has to coincide with mine just as well as it doesn't have to coincide with yours and or any of the other people that have commented. Dan Radke being one. And Dan, my apologies still, Dan. I don't know how to express that anymore. But yeah, I mean, we all see things through different facets, meaning different eyes. None of us see things the same. A lot of us think the same, but I don't think we see everything the same. I don't think that we understand everything the same. And though we have a lot of similar thought processes. So, I mean, I think the perspective is that of the individual himself, not of a stereotype. I hope that was explanatory enough, S. Pierre. Thank you for your comment. Thank you, Kelly P. Thank you very much. Much love. That promotes tobacco or tobacco related products will get demonetized. Blah, 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 guys. I don't care anymore. Please, you guys are just talking amongst yourselves. And yeah, people with the druggy mentality, anything is a gateway, unfortunately. That is true, she will, as I am a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. That is very true. Hide your prescriptions and the alcohol. I'm so sorry for your loss, Dan. Yes, I have to say, though, I've never heard of anyone dying from smoking weed unless maybe it was laced. Thank you, Shelley. Again, same perspective, same knowledge here. I stand by Shelley and her comment wholeheartedly. For those of you that want to know, all things are possible through God who gives us strength. That is very true. Be kind. Uh, thank you for the comment. Much appreciated. The state of being united or joined as a whole. Correct. Unity. It's also used for almost everything: plastics, papers, food, wood, clothes, etc., etc., etc. Nowadays, it definitely is, Scott. It used yesteryear. It was made for rope. I mean, rope was made from it. I mean, that's where the term tight stick came from because people were smoking rope. That was me, Sino. I don't know what you're talking about, Sino, but I see you. I always see you. Thank you for being here again. Thank you, Frankie. I'll keep trying. Thank you, S. Pierre, of what you're speaking of. I'm not 100% sure, but thank you nevertheless. I just thank you guys for being here. This is support. This is support by you guys, and it's very much appreciated by me. And I think it's very much appreciated by all those that keep coming back. Hey Tara, good to see you. Uh, I think it's I never fry. Here's some fries. I think it's very supportive of you guys just being here, coming back, returning, just coming in, giving a like, whatever the case might be. That is support, guys, and it's greatly appreciated by any streamer and any YouTuber. That's what it just means that our word's getting out. The algorithms change. Nice flag. I like that. It looks so cool. Oh, he just went and picked brand new Convoy 2022. Uh, Honk for Freedom. It reads on that. It just says Convoy, our Freedom Convoy 2022. That's been going around. I've seen that flag on numerous occasions. But yeah, those are pretty cool. They're brand new. Good on him. I need to get me some new flags. My American flag, as you can see it. Let's see if the wind picks it up again. You can see that it's very frayed, almost to the point that the end of the flag is all the way back to the blue now. The blue where the stars are. The red and white stripes are almost gone from the blue section of the flag. But yeah, dadgummit, it keeps going out. Maybe I'm not supposed to smoke it, but it's almost done, so I'm going to finish it. That's how much I care what YouTube thinks. Don't you know that when someone picks on you, it's most likely because they like you? I like the way you address me, Shelly, Uncle Doodle. I wasn't catching that earlier. Thank you, S. Pierre. He said, correct, Frank. What are you talking about? Tara, Indica, and Couch Achieva up in Achieva. Okay, Yoda. Hey, Yoda, thank you for being here. I'm pretty sure I've seen you here before. Thank you for being here. Thank you for returning, coming back to my live stream. So that you guys know, I'm looking at approximately 59 people watching my live stream right now. It's been as high as 79, I think it was. It's come back down, but that's fine. I have 126 likes, so yeah, it's all good. You guys are good. Thank you for being here. I'll get it right. I'll get it right next time. You're all right, Scott. Uh, yes, it takes me forever to put your name in. I'm slow. For anybody that doesn't know, if you at somebody and you use their full name, it highlights their name in the live chat so that they can see it more easily, especially when you're directing directly at them. So, Brenda, I know what you mean about some of the people. Some of their screen names are very long, and if you want to you get your point across to them, so everybody knows, you have to put in their whole screen name in order for them to get that highlight so they can see it directly. Uh, it, mine shows up a highlight of red. So anytime that there's a highlight of red in my stream in my live chat, it's being directed to me. People purposely do that on for a reason. Are you going to film the track race this afternoon? Uh, I probably could. I don't know for a fact. I probably could. Uh, yeah, so it's a possibility. We'll see. I don't think it's till this evening. I don't know. I think they're just practicing right now. So we'll see how that goes, this Pierre. Dance equivalent saying COVID killed a healthy person. No, it didn't happen. Ouch. Yeah, Frank, I agree with you. Thank you, Citizen Deb. It's good to see you back. I've seen you here before. Thank you. Welcome for returning. I love me some convid. uh, Perps guy, the dude. Uh, I read your comment. Been ratcheted on for an hour. I'm glad I waited. I stand a better chance. Shelley. To help support Frankie with additional food, gas, and lodging. Thank you, Ashley, for posting that. Shelley, where's Susan? She's probably taking a nap or probably still asleep. I think I kept you guys up pretty late last night again. For some reason, it seems to work for me. Susan is always late. It's definitely better, Angel Baby, in my opinion. I agree with you. Uh, Too bad it couldn't just be a red pill, right? Back pain and insomnia. Were it not for that, I would be addicted to farm pain meds. I believe you, S. Pierre. So you've heard my perspective. You see where I'm coming from. Uh, nat- Natural comes from God. Pharmaceuticals come from Satan. Uh, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, Ashley, with Watchman Studios 2.0. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Uh, the pharmacy is not, pharmaceuticals aren't what they used to be. Pharmaceuticals have changed dramatically in the years. If you don't believe me, just go turn on your boob tube and see how many pharmaceutical commercials come on between whatever program it is that you're watching. They have a pill for everything, even things that are made up, in my opinion. Uh, I don't think God made us bad. We'll just put it that way. How did you know I'm a sports fan, or is there another in here right now? There has been lots of trolls in the chat. They come and go. They come and go, Shelly. Uh, when they come hard, though. People who judge don't matter. People who matter don't judge. Wow. What an adage. I'll consider that an adage, Angel Baby. Much appreciated because that's the way I feel. Uh, yeah, I can't smoke that wacky tobacco. It makes me think I'm going to die and everyone is watching me. I have Guillain-Barré syndrome from flu vaccine in 2017. Medical marijuana is my only option for pain and or sleep. C. Carey, thank you for sharing that. Uh, People, if you want to know the medicinal aspects of this, there you are. C. Carey just blatantly stated it, having Guillain-Barré syndrome. So yeah, uh, I do think that it is medicinal, and until it's proven otherwise, I'll continue to believe that. And any of us that know, any of us that are of age, know that there was a reason why they made it a such a bad drug, linking it to cocaine, heroin, and things like that. It was because of the pharmaceutical industry, in my opinion. And so far, uh, a lot of our like minded opinions seem to be playing out with the medicinal properties that are available through marijuana. So, I mean, it's a perspective of every individual. Uh, like I said, every individual has reserves the right to think as they choose, as they feel they have seen, learned, or anything like that. Again, we're not here to judge. We're just here to help others uh, understand us as people. Ashley's Variety states, look in chemical dependence literature. Definitions are ambiguous and can have multiple meanings. Addiction, chemical dependency, misuse. Mental health has everything classified. Very good comment there, Ashley's Variety. That's why I read it out loud so that everybody knew that I see this because it is very intuitive to write and to put it in that perspective. For those that may not understand, uh, take a screenshot of that chat, of that comment right there, and look it up. Uh, Nowadays, it's kind of hard to look things up because so much misinformation is out there on uh, the formats that we've used previously to look up things. Too much pseudoscience out there. I can't trust it anymore. Correct, Ashley. Pseudoscience, mostly in the pharmaceutical industry. How do you? Sorry, guys, the chat ran. I'm going to try to go back and find that comment. Uh, Shelly's got a comment here that was directed at me, so I'll go back to that in a second. Uh, how do you know? How do you know if someone is in pain or not? The brain interprets all pain, both physical and emotional, in the same way. Don't judge those who are in emotional pain and trying to ease that pain. Good comment, Citizen Debs. I'm glad I came back to it to read it in full. Appreciate the comment, and you guys are just as intuitive and informed as a lot, and I thank you for that, and I thank you all for your understanding. It means a lot because I know I'm not the only one. Fits well with the convoy. My body, my choice. TikTok trolls. I got a nap soon. Tara. I'm so sorry, Carrie. I will pray for you now. Thank you, S. Pierre. Very, very kind of you to say that. Uh, see, Carrie, just know that we're all with you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and write your name down because I know when I pray, I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer in reference to what it is that you're dealing with in life. Just so you know, see, Carrie. Uh, let's see. Not getting paid to babysit. Nutty step. I'm so sorry. Another one to you, C. Carey. Ashley's Variety states, I am so sorry you had GBS. I had it in 67. I am the nation's oldest survivor, I think. Residual effects can be hard. I pray you will heal quickly. There is an international association. Thank you for that comment, Ashley's Variety. C. Carey, I hope you heard and or read that. Uh, be strong, my man. I mean, uh, we love you and we feel for you and with you. Uh, I'm thankful that I haven't had to deal with situations like that in my life, and I praise God for that. There is no one else that can uh, do anything about that other than Him, in my opinion. Perps guy, I use some states, but I'm hitting some. Perps guy, that's funny. Thank you for the comment. Uh, I could have stayed on opioids given by the doctor, but tried medical. That was 2 years ago, and it worked for me. 34, driving truck over 4 million miles. Oh, that's awesome to hear, C. Carey. Uh, I'm glad that you were able to find a something that helps you as well as it does. At least that's what I read whenever I read your comments. I know vets use it for PTSD and/or pain. Helps profoundly. I'm in full support. Pharma drugs cause and/or create chemical imbalance in the brain and dependency, which leads to even more pills. She will. I will agree with you on that because I've seen it. I've read about it. Whether or not it's being propagandized or whatever. Of course, the propaganda that I read and/or hear about is that of marijuana, which I perceive that as a different avenue from pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are definitely dependent, make a major dependency. Uh, a lot of my family is addicted to pills. Just so you guys know, I wouldn't share this otherwise. Not my close family, my extended family. I feel bad for them, but they know no better, and that's what they do. And it's uneasy to me to see that in people that I've always considered wonderful people. I still consider them wonderful people. They just have uh, an addiction that is hard to beat due to the pharmaceutical industry. And it pains me, and I pray for them all the time, hoping to alleviate that which they have been caught up in. And yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. Just be responsible always. Very true, she will. Uh, Trudeau and Horsey rode in on. My kids like to smoke. Me being Mama Bear, I want to make sure nothing happens to them, so I grow. I follow the rules too. 8 foot chain link fence locked. Shelly, that's pretty near incredible to hear. Uh, some of my children do partake, and I'm not here to browbeat them. They're adults. They make their decisions. Uh, I would honestly believe that if they felt like they were making bad decisions, they probably wouldn't do it. Uh, they've never known their dad to do it. They know that I've lived a life of sobriety uh, since they've known me, since they've been born. Uh, so yeah, I mean that's it's kind of the way it is. uh, I'm to understand it's pretty painful. See, Carrie, I don't know anybody personally other than what you've written here that has dealt with it. But I've never read anything good about the GBS. One pill side effects, another pill, so on and so on. Addiction. Nice mama G's. Kids and grandkids are going to be calling you Uncle Doodles. With regard to using THC for medicinal purposes, I would stick with your doctor and you make decisions, not YouTube chat. Whether your doc is allopathic or homeopathic. Good idea, Ashley's Variety. Thank you for the comment. 100%. Oh, good, Frank. You don't need to read anything out loud. I'm happy knowing you've seen it. Perps guy, yeah, it was cute. I appreciate the comment. Appreciate you being here, my man. I mean, you've been in here on numerous occasions, and I appreciate your return. Over 400 carcinogens in each pharmaceutical hard pill you take. Aspirin and acetaminophen are the worst. Uh, I've read a lot of things about that, Ashley. I would have a tendency to agree with you, uh, or I have a tendency to agree with you. And it's pretty sad because we're always taught that aspirin and acetaminophen are uh, two anti-inflammatories and/or blood thinners. And I mean, I don't take those things. I do take a BC aspirin if I have a major headache, migraine. Uh, I used to take acetaminophen a lot due to pain. Uh, when they tell you when you take too much of stuff like that, you can burn a hole in your stomach and all these different things they say. And I'm very thankful that God did not allow that to happen to my body because I used to take those pills a lot, dealing with the back pain that I dealt with for many years. And after having my neck surgery, when the pain alleviated my back due to my neck surgery, apparently, though the doc said neither one of them uh, coincided with the other, I recognized the pain was gone immediately. I mean, after you have pain, the same pain daily for 11 years, you know when it's gone. And thankfully, and thanks be to God that that pain did disappear for me. I can trigger it. I can make it react uh, as long as I'm careful, though. But even when I do make it trigger and/or make it react, it goes away pretty quickly. I might suffer a day, maybe two sometimes. And thankful to God that that neck surgery alleviated all that for me, and no longer requires me to be taking anti-inflammatories, muscle relaxer, and pain pills. I'm not going to say that I ever got addicted on pain pills, but I think that was more due to the fact that I have learned key ways of defeating that or preventing it from overtaking me. And I'm very thankful that God has given me the opportunity uh, to not get hooked on drugs. I was taking morphine and oh man, different types of pills. We'll just say that. And even me with my addictive personality, I think that my teachings we're able to overcome the addictiveness just by saying no anymore. And I have to say that that's something that God gave me so that I could be free of that addictiveness from the painkillers that I was taking during my back problems. I mean, 11 years is a long time to be taking pills. And no more no grandkids yet. My son will never see this channel. Now my niece might be a different story. How don't you remember when you were a kid? You always picked on the ones you truly liked. Yeah, that was the thing. Shelly, you must be from my generation or thereabouts. Yeah, because we used to go and hit girls, or girls would come and hit us, and that was because they liked us and we liked them. So yeah, that is very true. Because no one here is a doctor or providing clinical expertise, we like to stay in our lane for freedom lovers. Thank you, Ashley's variety. I like the new commercials with boys for HIV treatment. Yeah, isn't that unnerving to some? I know it is to me. That's why I quit watching TV. Too much stuff became commonplace in TV, and definitely not something I wanted to be a party of. I don't watch regular TV. Quit years ago, pretty much. Uh, Trust me, your son will see it unless you have him blocked. Hope people here don't think we are giving medical advice. We are just sharing our experiences. Please speak to your physicians first. Yes, that's Pierre. That is very true. Uh, I'm not a doctor. It's just my own personal perspective, and in life as life has continued to go on, it doesn't stop. I've seen more people receive medicinal benefits than adverse effects, unlike the jab. So yeah, that's my own personal perspective. From my own, from my own medical experiences, I wouldn't recommend anything medical to anyone, even an existing physician. Nowadays, I wonder about the physicians of today. It's what we have. It's what we've been given, and it's what we followed for years and years. And it's unfortunate that we can't even trust them anymore. I think, but I'm not sure if you tell someone to see a radiologist or an oncologist for some specific specialty, that is advice by simply saying to stick with your existing doc would not be. True. Friend has MS. Mayo doc said to use it. He told me, and I was shocked and impressed. This was over 10 years ago. Thank you for that comment, she will. I'm trying to catch most of y'all's chats, guys, to expand, especially if you're leading, if you're directing it to me. Uh, yeah, but I'm trying to keep up with it. I only ever recommend Jesus. Very true. Never anything medical or pharmaceutical. Jesus heals. That's my opinion, perspective. Uh, I also know that he puts us in trials and tribulations per se, uh, to grow us stronger. And some of the things are necessary of what we go through in life to make us stronger and to make us more wise, give us the experience that otherwise we probably would have never experienced. If I grow it, I know they're getting good stuff that someone hasn't messed with. I don't trust people. None of us trust people. It's hard to trust others, period. It's only gotten worse through the years. Back in the good old days, we did. Uh, I think you're speaking of allopathic doctors like regular ones, but there are another kind of doctors, alternative medicine, homeopathic. They tend to look at your whole body, not just one part. Thanks for the kind words, Frank. I'm usually here, even if I'm not saying anything once the wealthy. Once the weather is nicer, I won't be around as much, but that's another month away up here in the boonies. Perps guy, dude, I appreciate you being here, however often or not often you are here. Every time I see you, you usually have something good to say. Not saying, but thinking maybe you you hear me when I say if you got nothing good to say nothing at all. Sometimes I'm not saying that that's you, but I know that that's me. Sometimes I choose not to say something when I read it. When people have a tendency to continue to try to drive their point home, that's most often whenever you'll hear from me. And I'm sure y'all can tell by now the difference in my voice range and or elevation, depending upon what it is that I've read and I'm responding to on how I feel. I will take your advice on God and Jesus any day. I need to come to Texas and meet with you. Ashley's Variety at Ashley Watchman. My son was in a collision with a transport truck that lost control, diagnosed with catastrophic brain injury, broke back and neck, PTSD. Oh my goodness. He was put on many meds, stopped them, and now uses medicinal. Well, that's good to hear, Grandma Barb, because I know a lot of people that have been put on many meds and they do not come back. They they get stuck, and it is a massive, massive circle that they get stuck in. I call it a rut. You probably told everyone, but how is the new job? It is going very well, Martin. Thank you for asking. Uh, for those that don't know, yes, I did start a new job as of Tuesday. Uh, I will only be live streaming. Well, I'll live stream after hours, after work. I will not be live streaming at work for sure. So that you know, I will be live streaming the People's Convoy here and Hagerstown, no matter where we move to. I will be here supporting the People's Convoy as long as I can possibly hang on, and that's probably going to be till it's over. Whether that be this summer, this fall, next winter, next spring. I mean, I don't know. But I'm willing to be here and to continue to support in every which way, shape, and or form that I can. Just so you guys know. How is your day going? I am having a beautiful day out here. It is fairly warm. I'm in short sleeves. Yesterday I was in uh, another overshirt and a hoodie, all long sleeves because it was so freaking cold over here with the wind blowing. Are you going to the Chinese American event too? No, I am not going to that. Perspective Visions. My assumption is you may have heard that from Jersey, because I hadn't said anything about that here. Saw a lady. There was a lady walking around earlier today from the Chinese Americans, and she gave me this document. It's two-sided. It starts with God's power, my dad is resurrected. With God's power, my dad is resurrected. Uh, I haven't read it yet. I came and got on a live stream, and now I've been here another hour, 2.5 hours. But yeah, you asked if I had a shovel. He is sorry, guys. It ran again. I know I'm kind of way behind on chat, but I'm trying to keep up. I can't be that far behind. Unless you rewrote it. No, that's the same spot right there. It's show Tara. Just so you know. I beg to differ. Uncle Doodle. Shelly. Watch if she goes by what Frankie just said, she will come hit you. Absolutely. God bless, hon. From Ashley Watchman to Ashley's Variety. I'm not the best with the phone sometimes. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Miss Scarlett. My son was like a zombie on all the prescription drugs they gave him. Since using the medicinal, he is so much better. Thank you for your comment, Grandma Barb. I'm going to say a prayer for your son at some point. I'm going to write him down now. Well, you, because you're here. But I'm going to say Grandma Barb's son, as I don't know his name. YouTube probably doesn't like certain words. They don't. If it triggers an algorithm, it could shut you down, in case you didn't know. They're a racist afternoon, yes. But they were. Mine was nice, Bob. God can always use anything for his own glory. That is correct. He probably told everyone, how's the new job? Okay, I saw that. Uh, my day is going very well, Rayo. Thank you for asking. Thank you for being here. I know I've seen you here on numerous occasions when you can get in. Someone's messing. Frankie, are you going to the Chinese American event? No. That might be what you were talking about. This paper here. Because I think they have. Uh, yeah, I think they have something going on today. I'm not 100% sure. Many doctors are salesmen for big pharma. Cindy Lou, that is a mouthful. Yeah, without a doubt, in my opinion. Can you give a 30-second update on the People's Convoy from Vancouver Island where Freedom Convoys continue? Paul Merriman, thank you for being here. The update is that we're trying to find a new location to go and put in base camp. Our numbers have dwindled. We're down to approximately 30 to 40 people here. Numerous cars, RVs, tractor trailers. We have our own kitchen set up out here still. It was relocated, and they did an amazing job setting it all back up. Uh, as soon as we find our new location, we have 3 different sets of convoys that want to come and join our group. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right at the moment. We're kind of in a holding pattern. It's probably the easiest and best way to describe it. Uh, but we're going to continue to fight this fight as necessary. Yeah, but he won't be speaking until what, about 7 o'clock this evening, Smack? I heard he is. Where is he? Where is he holding that rally at? Could anybody tell me? I'm thinking it's Michigan. Uh, because I think he already did the Georgia one. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where he was headed to next. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's in Michigan. So yeah. Uh, don't know if I'll get to see it this evening as I'm streaming right now. I don't know that the stream will continue that late. But yeah, does that help, Paul Merriman? I hope that was a little bit more enlightening than what you may have already heard. There was someone in here that it was something having to do with the show. Bless hey. Only speak if you got something good to say is how I was raised. That's good to hear. Here I was talking about liberal high mind, and a new video of his just popped up. The heading reads: Jen Psaki struggles to respond to reporter's question, laying out the facts. Old Peppermint Patty, uh, from what I'm to understand, is to be moving to MSNDC now, DNC, shortly. When the SAR comes through, you can buy you some. Only speak if you got something good to say. Is how I was raised. Hi B. The other side of that document is a Chinese menu. Combo L5 General Bobby chicken with fried rice. Bobby, you're funny. Thank you for being here, guy. You always bring a smile to my face. You make me giggle. Perspective. Yep, heard it over on JJ's live. So I was wondering if you're recovering too. Uh, did he go to that? He was. I was under the impression he was going to another ordeal, but if that's where he's going, more power to him. Good luck. I'm glad that he is going. Uh, take care, Frankie, and rightful born liberty and freedom warriors. Everyone be blessed and have a beautiful day. Thank you, She Will. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. Who the heck is the person looking in your back window? Is that Bree? You're funny, Tara. You're funny. Uh, there it is. Tara G, the Bree. 40 degrees and cloudy here in the town in West Chicago. How about everyone else? As I stated, I think we're close to 48. For some reason, my truck's still reading 38. Uh, maybe because I'm not moving, I'm just sitting here. It's reading 52 now here where I'm at the racetrack at the Speedway. So it's 52 degrees here where I'm at. And I guess Southwest Maryland would probably be a good way to describe it. I've seen pills do much damage to friends and people I know and or knew. It's a big problem in these small mining towns way up north. I use MJ because that's it. But that's it. Quit drinking and smoking many years ago. Uh, hey, Perps guy, the dude. To each his own, man. And I don't have anything bad to say about that personally. Uh, I know that alcohol for me was a gateway to a lot. Uh, I can't say that I really done too much. Acid, coke, crack, uh, pills, uh, MJ, and for me, crack was probably the worst, in my personal opinion. So you guys know that's how I feel. Years back, about multiple pieces of land so our kids could build their houses on whatever piece they wish to build on. I have leftovers if you want. Shelly, that's too cool. What? There's you missed that. Big Red took a job at MSDNC. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Hey, working lap traffic. Thank you for being here. I can't recall seeing you in chat before, but thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to my channel and helping support. You stay in Maryland too, Frankie? That's where the convoy is right now. We're here in Maryland, Hagerstown. No, I'm currently staying in Winchester, Virginia, which is about 45 minutes away. Vacant land. Okay, so he looked. I'm not buffering anymore though, right? In chat, I believe. Of course, I only have 38 watching, but that's fine. With 146 likes. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with this YouTube thing. I don't know how bad. Question to anybody that may want to answer if you want to dare go over and look. Are you able to read comments in the other videos that I have posted to date? Did I miss something, Tara G? Or were you talking to somebody else? You and Shelly? No buffering here. Okay, good. Thank you, Tara G. Okay, Shelly. So it must have been your stream, wherever you're streaming from, whoever said I was buffering. So it wasn't me this time. Innocent until proven guilty. The epitome of why we're fighting for our freedoms today. The January 6 prisoners right now. They're guilty until proven innocent. And that's a sad day in our free government. That's an oxymoron. Uh, that's a sad time in this day and age whenever somebody has been crucified before they were even convicted of anything. It's a horrible thing. We look at all these crooks and bandits that are running around through the halls of Washington, and they're roaming free, and we know uh, pretty much as sure as I'm sitting here that they're crooked and they are uh, not good people. They've done a lot of bad things in their lives. Uh, some things are too hard to even speak on. Uh, I could carry a conversation on that, and I don't think that it would be a good idea here. But yeah, it's a travesty in our United States of America, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, man, I could go into that for a while. I don't think that you guys would want to hear about it. Uh, well, it uh, looks like they're planning on doing some grilling this evening. A grill just backed up into location, and he's prepping the grill now to cook this afternoon, whatever that might be. Uh, anytime something's made on a grill, though, it comes out pretty good. At least my experience has always proven that. I'm trying to get you guys out of the sun, so I'm going to move you over to a side spot here because the sun's starting to beat down on my window, and I can block it out. It works almost perfectly. Well, let's look at that again so I don't have to get uncomfortable. No, right. Well, I guess it's okay. I told you guys I ended up with 3 blankets last night. It's my Canadian glue internet, sorry, and I can see comments from your other videos. Okay, so you can. Yeah, because when I went to go look at comments a while ago, it kept telling me that you're going to get sunburned looking at my screen, huh, Jeannie? Yeah, I went to go open up the comments, and it said that that it was restricted. Couldn't see my comments at this time. So I was wondering if the videos were being restricted or what the heck was going on, because it just seemed awfully suspicious to me that something like that was being stated. Oh, my donkeys are yelling at me. I'm going to have to leave you good people for a few. If I don't hurry and feed them, they would just get louder and louder. It's farming time. Be back soon. Shelly, that is wonderful. I'm so happy that you have donkeys. That is too cool. I've always wanted to be a home rancher or homesteader and raise some animals for food and stuff like that, as well as have my own gardens and things of such. Frankie, can a person install and get a ductless mini split AC system? A regular Joe type. Yes, you can. Uh, Unfortunately, it still takes the outside. Therefore, that's why it's called a mini split. It still takes the outdoor unit. I think you can possibly get something like that through a Lowe's and or a Home Depot. But then they contract whoever the individual is that's selling it to come and install it for you. But I mean, necessarily, yeah. But unfortunately, you have to have an EPA card in order to purchase the Freon. Uh, it's just something. Mine came from Ferris Wheeler University or something like that back in 1983 when they made it a law. It was just a money grab. And unfortunately, you have to have it in order to purchase Freon unless it's 134A. So, yeah, that's kind of the way that works. Uh, but I'm pretty sure you can go purchase it but you won't be able to get it installed, necessarily speaking. Uh, where are you at, perspective? You're not anywhere near, right? Because if you were, I could possibly help you out with that. Thank you, Cindy Lou, for your comment about she's able to see comments on my other videos. Thank you guys for checking that out because, yeah, I was kind of concerned. I'm kind of worried. Some of you probably saw some comments that weren't very likable. I've attempted to take some of them down because the negative connotations that they uh, push through the comments. People are always talking bad about other people, and it's unbecoming of me to be able to allow something like that to occur on my streams, videos, and such. We're all God's people, no matter how we see it otherwise. Uh, I don't like people talking badly about others. I never do. Uh, my ex was a indifferent at one point in life, and never in my life or her life that she can recall have I ever called her uh, any type of a bad name. It's just not who I am. I think I told you guys before that I never allowed my children to say the word stupid to each other and dumb and stuff like that. If I heard it, I caught it, and I said something out loud and to stop them from doing that again. It didn't always work, but I mean, as parents, we can only do so much. But they now know and understand why I was always that way with them, especially those that are now starting to have their own children, and they see from where I was coming at that time in their lives. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see that. As I say, that come full circle. I went to install two of them. Uh, yeah, you're gonna have to go through somebody unless you have the means by which to get the Freon and stuff like that. There are ways. Uh, you just got to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. We'll put it that way. Oh, these boring scams drive me crazy. I almost never answer the phone anymore, I swear. It was a scam of some sort, and you pick up one, and next thing you know, you got 15 others calling. That parking lot will be packed tonight. It's opening night at the speed plant. Uh, Thank you for that confirmation. Working lap traffic. I am not aware. They say it fills up pretty good. Like I said, we're in. Uh, if you're all the way in the back by the big hill, right before the homes that are up on top of the high hill. It's fun. I want a donkey. Uh, if I can't install it myself down in Florida. Actually, you're not that far away. You can do the whole installation, but you won't be able to do the startup. Hopefully, you understand that part. You can, to the best of my knowledge, you can do the complete installation yourself, but you would have to have a service tech come out. They charge you by the amount of Freon. They charge you by the time that the service tech would be there. I mean, it's kind of costly. I don't know what the price of Freon is going for per pound right now. Depends on the length of your line set, how much Freon you would need. If you're basically putting a mini split system, the indoor unit right there at the wall where the outdoor unit's going to sit outside, it's probably a pound and a half, 2 pounds of Freon, something like that. Freon, to the best of my knowledge, can go anywhere from $50 to $100 a pound, depending upon what type of Freon it is. Nowadays, most mini splits are made of 410A. Just about all splits are made of 410A anymore, to include package units as well. So, I mean, there's so much difference in the way things are done nowadays. Has to take care of the puppy. Show us the action. Maybe go talk to the grill master. Scott, if I were to do a live stream right now, I would have to cancel what I'm doing right now in order to start up my phone, because I can't do my phone through YouTube right now. I have to use another platform. So I would have to stop my stream completely. I don't know, but I think you can see the grill through my window there. I can't see it because the computer's too close to my face, and I have to hold the computer away. That's why the computer's out here. It's not out here because of that way my face isn't big in the screen. It's out here because I can read it. Just so you guys know. Uh, but yeah, if I do break down and stop this live, uh, hopefully possibly later I can do a live on my phone, carry it over there, and maybe show you the grill as the things are being grilled. It's sad when we know it's just a scam call. I know, right? It's incorrigible. You get 10 spam calls per day. I probably average 10, give or take, yeah. And some of them even go so far as to leave a message, and I'll go and listen to the voicemail, and it's like, "Oh, you were questioning something about insurance, this, that, this." That. I never questioned anything. I never had a question about insurance. Uh, so yeah, it's just a scam. Uh, I missed it, I guess. But what kind of truck do you have? I have a 2018 GMC SLT K1500 Sierra. I hope that wasn't too many words in one description. But yeah, this is a Denali with the Denali badge because it's fully loaded. It has everything in it. The driver assist. This truck will brake itself if I get too close to another vehicle. It will literally slam on the brakes and stop me before I hit somebody else. At least that's the objective. I've never taken it to that extreme, though I have run up on somebody just to test it and see how it worked. And needless to say, by the time my seatbelt caught me on that forward momentum, I was happy to the steering wheel. Did not get to the steering wheel, but I probably would have had I hit him because then it would have just taken, because the strap's only here, it would have just slingshotted my body with the rest of the impact. At least that's my opinion. Uh, but yeah, and it's burgundy in color. It's a beautiful truck. It's very, very nice. You guys, it's full leather. It's dirty right now, but it's full leather. Everything in the dash. You can see the dash there where you can read it. But yeah, the driver assist is this box up here behind the mirror. That keeps an eye out on the road for me. It changes. It's got the lane control where it keep you in the lane. It's got the what the heck was I gonna call it? Yeah, so it will keep you in the lane. It may ping pong you, but it'll keep you in the lane. It has a setting in it that it will, if I'm coming downhill and I want to maintain a particular speed, it will set the braking to where it will maintain that particular speed at a coming down a hill, and I won't have to continue to brake myself. It will do it for me. Kind of like a smart vehicle, I guess you could say. And I consider this a very smart truck because it was when I had my trailer on the back of this truck. I had just bought this truck and I packed up a 6x10 to carry to Canada. Uh, it drove the trailer. I mean, I really didn't have to do anything other than keep it between the lines. And like I said, it kind of does that on its own. Uh, has automatic four-wheel drive, of course. It has the trailer towing package in it. Like I said, it's fully loaded. It's pretty much got everything you could possibly imagine in it. Even so far as the L8 transmission that you can't even put your own fluid in or check the fluid on it. Has to be done at a dealer. I despise that, but wasn't aware that that was the case whenever I purchased the truck. I was just looking for a four-wheel drive to take to Alaska with me. Fortunately, my sisters were able to drive it up to Alaska for me, and then I put it on a boat to come back to the lower 48. I've almost had everything but that so far. How is Yeah, the driver assist is pretty intelligent. It automatically has high beam, low beam. If another vehicle's coming, it will automatically high beam, low beam. Go from high beam to low beam whenever it sees the other vehicle. Tail lights, when it sees tail lights, it will go down low. I don't answer. I just block numbers as other spammers can. VoIP using the same numbers in the future. Yeah, that's why I don't answer either. I just watch or I just listen to the voicemail if they leave a voicemail later. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Yeah, and they're also very, very mean, aren't they, Shelley? Or they can be. Donkeys, that is. Jackasses. Didn't know that. I've almost had everything, but that's far. Is that plural? Scammers go through a few processes. First being, is it a live person, live number? If so, gets chunked into a database where other spammers buy your info and spam you even more, and so on and etc. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Hang up. Sometimes they just keep on, and I have to hang up. I don't like to be mean. Yeah, yeah. You dare call my phone? Very nice truck. I'm jealous. So thank you, Perspective Visions. It is. It's a very nice truck, and I'm also paying an arm and a leg for it, though I still have both arms and both legs. So yeah. Uh, Granted, today it's worth more right now than what I owe on it. I've even thought about trading it in, but man, I like this truck. I like it a lot. It's comfortable. It has a great ride. It's actually an incredible ride compared to pickups, most pickups that I've ever owned. Uh, I had a 2015 two-wheel drive that I traded in for this one. Uh, the other one was blue, and I like the color on it. I wish I could have found another blue one with four-wheel drive, but this is the one that caught my eye, and this is the one that I drove out of the lot with that day when I was looking. Thanks, Frank and Ashley. Christ is our answer. Christ put things on earth to help and tempt us. We just need to discover what is here. God bless you all. Thank you, C. Carey. Thank you for the comment and compliment. Similar, they just pats. How check out Kit Yoga on YouTube or Twitch. He trolls the spammers for a living, and it's great. I've heard of people doing that, Ashley. I've heard of people doing that, and that's pretty funny. Hey, Liquid Yum, how you doing? It's going very well. Thank you very much. Uh, there are some people that went out this morning. I think 6 vehicles. It was either 6 or 8 vehicles that went out this morning. They have not returned as of yet. A lot of them were planning on going downtown DC just to hang out. So there was a convoy to the Beltway, and I believe they were more intent on going downtown in a group. It's always safer that way. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Liquid Yum. Not important. Take us to the grill. Uh, well, it's still on fire. He's still starting it. I'm looking at the flames now, and they're probably coming out 2 to 3 feet. Uh, there's a gentleman standing in front of it now. Now the flame stopped, starting to smoke a lot. Uh, I'm guessing you can see that from there. I'm hoping I'm holding the camera in the right position of the laptop. But we'll go over there in a little bit. I might even just carry my laptop over there just to show you guys. Seeing as how you're asking repeatedly there, Scott. Not trying to. Uh, it's pretty smoky over there right now, I'll tell you that. These dang old phones had to get new too, hoping one works. Answer the spam call, and when you get a live human on the phone, introduce yourself and ask them if they want to buy an extended call. warranty. That's funny, Bobby America. That would be funny. I have a new Platinum Expedition. It is absolutely insane the things it can do. I know, right, Shelley? I'm not a Ford fanatic. I'm a GM fanatic. And but yeah, I mean, vehicles are incredible nowadays. Things that they can do. I call them smart vehicles because they are very intelligent, in my opinion. At least the stuff that has been put into them has been put in with lots of care. Truck is a 99 S10 Chevy step side with air and 5 speed. Roll windows, manual seats. Nothing fancy, but I love my truck. Uh, I like the little S10s. My brother had one back in the day, probably in the 80s. He had a little S10 and wonderful little pickup. I always enjoyed running around in it. Donkeys are the farthest from being mean. They are very affectionate and very gentle. They will kick your ass if Cody comes out around though. Get it? Yeah, I did get it. Yeah, I've seen coyotes, videos of donkeys attacking any type of wild prey that's trying to come and come into the herd. Donkeys, I've heard that they're very protective. I didn't know how affectionate and gentle they were. Some of the donkeys that I've seen in some of the videos, they're pretty aggressive towards a human. But I mean, I think a lot of that stems from how they were raised and how much they were in contact with humans when they were young. So yeah, I mean, it's just like anything else. It's like a dog, you know. If a dog is raised wrong, in my opinion, using the word wrong, if a dog's raised wrong, then that's what they do is they do wrong things. Just like a human, if a human's raised wrong, you know, those are the ones that go out killing people and doing stupid stuff that gets done nowadays from those kinds of people. I hear JJ has everything under martial law. Nimrod, I don't know where you come up with this information, but it doesn't mean anything. Where are you guys moving? We don't know as of yet. Wilson Schaefer. Uh, they're still looking at property right now to see what we can see what's available, see what we can get into. There's a lot of different logistical things that need to be considered when considering where to move to. The size of the roads, the size of the property. I mean, we have tractor trailers. Uh, in case you guys didn't know, while the lot or the whole lot of the People's Convoy was here, we had tractor trailers come in off the main freeways just come in here and park with us and talk with us that night as they were taking their rest until they can get on the road again. And I mean, tractor trailers just came off the freeway with full loads. I mean, and so we need to have that available to those that choose to do that as well. Instead of them sitting at the truck stop or instead of them going down to a rest area, they use this location here as a rest area truck stop per se. They put in fuel, they come over here, they sleep the night, turn around and leave first thing in the morning. I saw that happen repeatedly, day in and day out for weeks on end that people were doing that. It's a wonderful thing to have that kind of support coming from people that are just out on the open highways on the norm. But yeah, I mean that's what this is about. So we don't know where we're moving, but as soon as we get that information, I'll be sure to be on a live stream and or come into a live stream to announce the new location. Uh, you get at least one. Sounds good. Thank you. It's like actually you do a good job. Oh, thank you, Scott. I believe that was directed at me. Thank you. Any luck with either of those? My car is a 2013 too. Nimrod says new vehicles suck. Uh, yeah, possibly. Maybe that's a personal opinion. I've had pretty good luck with mine so far. I've had it for 3 years. It's a wonderful truck. Hey, B Bird, how you doing? I'm a Ford kind of girl. Well, good on you, Shelly. Uh, Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I don't know if it was so much of how we were raised or what, our family of years past, but I owned a Ford once. It was declared the safest vehicle. Uh, so I bought it for my uh, wife and kids at the time, uh, because we always want the best protection for our family. And when I read the literature, well, when I read all the information that was out there about some of the safest vehicles, the Ford Aerostar ranked number one. Had a Ford Aerostar available where we went car shopping for her, and that's what I bought her. I mean, me personally, I'm a GMC guy more than a Chevy guy. I'm also a Pontiac guy. Uh, I guess I could be an Oldsmobile kind of guy as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm a GM kind of guy. I've owned all GM in my life and bought that one Ford for my ex, and that's the only Ford I've ever had in my lifetime. My uncles and different people have always had Fords. Well, I have to rephrase that because I did own an International there for a while. My uncle gave me the truck when he passed, and that was my International. I eventually sold it to another uncle. But yeah, that's close to a Ford, an International, from what I'm to understand. Donkeys will also make lots and lots of loud noise to alert the humans that something is wrong. Yes, I've heard that. Uh, I've just never had that perspective of donkeys being kind and gentle. Donkeys are EMP proof. Did you go to Donkey College? You have impressive knowledge on the subject. No, she raises them, Bobby. So yeah, she would be a for 8 years. Yeah, so she's uh, through experience. Brian Brossi threw Jay under the bus in his Facebook Live from 2 hours ago. Uh, I guys, I don't know. I'm not into all that. Steve Cuevas, I don't know. Don't care. Uh, it's none of my. It's not for me. Again, uh, I don't believe it's for anybody to judge anybody. If people have difference of opinions, so be it. Uh, I I don't know. I'm no judger of persons. I'll say that. Uh, and I try to be as positive as I can at all times, no matter what. I try to see the light in everything, even in this darkness that we're experiencing. Uh, I know that it's God's will is going to be done in the long run, and God is of the utmost high and most powerful, uh, in my opinion, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, I don't have Facebook anymore, so I can't go watch it. I was told that somebody posted an interview with me this morning on Facebook. Does anybody happen to see it? I'm trying to remember the guy's name. I also have a henny opposite of a mule. A male horse and a female donkey had a baby, creating a henny. Really? A mule comes from a male donkey and a female horse. That's difference in elevations. That's like breeding a German Shepherd with a Chihuahua, isn't it? Something similar. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've heard of a henny before, though, just so you know. Just got here. What are we clarifying? My Tesla caught on fire. Hello, my Tesla caught on fire. I don't think we were clarifying anything. I don't know. My bad if I missed that part. Just kidding. No, nothing out of the ordinary. Gossip more than anything. Uh, People have a tendency to gossip all the time. To me, that's negative connotations. So I don't. I stay free of gossip as much as I can. Again, I am not a judge of persons. Everybody reserves the right to their own perspective, and that's why I reserve the right to say no negative chat in my chat. So yeah, I mean that's just the way life is. Uh, Got to give in order to receive, and it's also the reverse of that. I will be back to check in. Going to watch Brian now, just so you know. Okay, thank you, Perspective Visions. I don't know how long the stream is, but if anybody wants to share what they heard, well, no, I would prefer that it be left alone. If you want to know, you can go look. I would prefer that it be left alone because it's kind of like gossip over here, uh, and I don't want to. I don't want to hear gossip if I don't know for a fact myself. I mean, I'm sitting here. I can see Jay from where I'm sitting. I've seen him here pretty much all day long. So uh, he's all right. He hasn't come at me and tried to say anything disrespectful to me. Uh, I mean, I'm cool with Jay no matter what. If he tries to come and try to uh, push his weight around me, I'll just shut him down immediately and wouldn't associate with him. Yeah, but I mean, Jay and I, we get along. I just met him recently, as a matter of fact, uh, right before right before I left for work. I met him and his wife. I'm assuming it's his wife. I don't even know for sure. Uh, I just know that he's Jersey Jay and she's Jersey Jen. So my assumption is they're married, and good for them. They look like a cute couple anyway, in my opinion, because they're younger than I. But yeah, man, guys, I've been sitting here babbling for 3 hours, and you guys have been hanging in with me. And now it's showing that I have email. Apparently, nothing new. It appears. I told you guys that they kicked me into a Gmail account with Frankie Bobby, right? They wouldn't let me use my Yahoo account. Ripta and Felicia, however, not a cute couple. I don't think I ever met Felicia. I barely met Ripta uh, the last Monday that I was here until yesterday. He came to me. Jersey J is live streaming a rally right now. Okay, so then he must have left with someone else because his vehicle's still sitting here in front of me. Uh, Maybe he went. I think he's with the Chinese group, maybe because they were having some kind of a shindig today. I don't know exactly where he's at, but I heard something about a shindig today, so that's probably what he's streaming. Uh, if anybody hears the name Neil, then it's a different shindig that I heard something about. So anyway, but yeah, you can see there's a few vehicles in our midst. There's a few people over there. There's some of the trailers. There's 2 trailers there. I'm hoping you guys can see all that. I know that the sun might be in your eyes. I'm trying to hold it back so that you can see. But yeah, we've got there's a few people sitting around. Uh, I saw some people chopping some firewood a little bit ago. They've got the fire going every evening and every morning. They pretty much let it burn out throughout the day because people are doing other things. But yeah, we're still out here and we're still holding the line, hanging out, waiting to see what our next objective is as far as going and convoying around the Beltway again. I believe that they're planning on doing it again tomorrow. I'll probably join in with that one again. As I've said, that's all out of my pocket now. I need to get out and walk around sitting too long. Thank you for that comment, Susan Simonson. I've been, for the past 4 days, I've probably walked more than I have in the past 9 months. out of work, for work. Uh, I'm pretty exhausted. I was exhausted last night, yet I managed to stay up till almost 3 o'clock this morning, trying to work on YouTube and chatting with you guys. I don't know what time we got offline last night or early this morning. I think it was around 1 o'clock this morning, something like that. So I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I'm pretty still worn out from the week at work, climbing repeatedly or going up, walking the hallways, coming back down, going back up, walking the hallways, come back down. Walking up and down the stairs is pretty trialing uh, for somebody that hasn't really been doing much activity whatsoever in the past 9 months, trying to conserve energy, trying to conserve food, trying to conserve everything that I possibly could in order to continue to survive till things happen differently for me, which they have now. And I'm very grateful that I've gotten a new job, but I also know that I need to keep myself or continue to rest. That's what weekends are for. And so that's why I'm sitting in my truck. Just an FYI, Susan. Yeah, that was kind of long winded, but yeah, I am anyway, so it doesn't matter. Rare due to the chromosome differences or difference. I've only heard of them. I don't think I've ever seen one myself, but I have heard of them before. I hadn't heard that word in forever, henny, but yeah. Thank you for the honesty. Catch you later. Burning the daylight here. God bless. Take care, Susan. Thank you for showing up to my channel and your support that you've given. Good afternoon from Quebec. Cheers. Hey, the Free Warrior. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Uh, all newcomers and or returners and or anybody that wants to be here is more than welcome. Uh, yeah, so I appreciate you being here, the Free Warrior. I'll be back soon. Donkeys are getting pretty loud out there. I thought you already went out and took care of that, Shelly. Go take care of your babies. Is there anything anybody wants me to talk about? Anybody give me an idea? I think I've rattled on enough about different things. Been kind of bouncing all around. Uh, just, yeah. Just speaking basically off the top of my head and or heart. Oh, there's my tattoo. Now I can show you my guys. Now I can show you guys my tattoo. It's a cross. It's got clouds around it, kind of like rays of sunshine. There's some birds in there. I don't know if you can. Yeah, there's one right there, a big one on the bottom. It's got a few birds. My brother did this for me. As a matter of fact, it was 2 or 3 sessions worth. Uh, kind of painful, but I'd always wanted a cross on my arm, so I went ahead and had him put the cross on first. Then he had it in his mind's eye because he's very good like that. He had it in his mind's eye to do the kind of like rays of sunshine blasting through the clouds, put the clouds in and add the birds. So yeah, that's it's technically not complete. It's supposed to be a complete half sleeve. I didn't want it full length. I wanted a half sleeve, and we just never got back to it. Well, I may have moved from the Houston area at that time. So the Free Warrior, you said you're from Quebec, huh? Is it cold up there still? Y'all having a good afternoon, a good day? I'm to understand it's still a bit chilly up there, right? Down here, I mean, for some reason my truck keeps reading 38. It's been reading 38 for quite some time now. But it's showing that it's 52 at least. See if the temperature has gone up in the past half hour. Yeah, it's at 54 now. So it's gone up 2 degrees in the past half hour. So yeah, it's kind of warm out here. Not warm, not hot for sure. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. The sun's shining, as you guys can tell. You can see pretty much blue skies, a little bit of cirrus clouds up there. Yeah, so it's a wonderful day over here in Maryland today. It's cool at the moment. Snow is melting. Yeah, I can only imagine. How far up in Quebec are you? I mean, I don't really know the geography of the or the layout of the land up in Canada, uh, but I know that there is definitely colder areas than others up there because you can go quite a ways up north. Gaspy Coast, Gaspy. Now I have rain snow mix. I ran into snow yesterday. It rained, snowed, and then it rained again. It was crazy. It was almost insane because it happened within a mile of the rain to snow to rain. North of New Brunswick. Okay, so you're on the eastern side. You're on the eastern side of. Okay, and that yeah, that kind of gives me a perspective because I know New Brunswick is right off the east coast above Maine. Live stream is still going when I get back inside. I think Tara, G, Uncle Doodle, and Martin have left us.